shit up.
Thank you. 1 minute. 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 1 minute.
I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see.
Show you. I almost did it again. Hello there, everybody, and welcome. I just realized over there the microphone was off. It is what it is. Hello and good evening, sir. Iskara. Hello there, sir, and welcome. One more coffee. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Mithrok, I hope you're going to have a good time with us today. And I was watching your comment, by the way, sir, on, and first of all, welcome and good evening, on YouTube about the military engineers of Rome. Yes, they did amazing things over there. Wasn't Rome like fully militarized at some point or something like that? But anyway, it was like a great honor to be in the military for them, and I'm pretty sure they were from the beginning they were kind of, you know, military prone, I would say. Anyway, and to answer your question of what will we do if we don't give them more time, basically we're just gonna do what we are doing right now. We're watching the screen and waiting for them to accept the safe draft and keep going. It is what it is. Also, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Nemesis, good evening, sir, and welcome. Natro, hello there, sir, and welcome. Smorior, good evening, and I do hope you're gonna have good training with us today. Hello there, sir. Thank you for the by the way, for the extra views over there. Much appreciated, sir. Ave Machiavelli, also good evening, sir. I'm gonna hear that after the stream. I can't really do it right now. Can't really split the sounds properly. I'm sorry, but I will do it as soon as I get the opportunity. I will do it. Frank the Tank, also good evening, sir. If you guys don't know Frank the Tank, he's doing a lot of Civ5 streams, and I do hope you're gonna take a look over there on his side as well. Also. Give me a second. It looks like they're starting, by the way. They're actually clicking buttons over here. We do have the map choice about to be revealed to us, and I do want to finish really quickly what's going on in the chat over here. Tandorius, good evening, sir, and welcome. Also, Bonye, good evening, sir, and welcome. Oraken, good evening, sir. Any tips on how to play Civ6 better? I really need to take a look at the gameplay so I can give some tips. I'm sorry. True Great, good evening, sir, and welcome. And I do want to say hello there, everybody on YouTube. We do have Soup Noodle, good evening, sir. Papas, hello there, sir, and welcome. Brandon Dolan, hello there, sir. Asking me here also, who do you think I win today? Like, this is gonna be a very hard one to answer. Both teams are very good. I don't think anybody can actually put them higher than each other. They're very, very, very good, very experienced. We did have changes on Ulyss. We haven't seen them that much going against each other. So yeah, very hard to say. And it's not like because I want to be diplomatic about this. It's very hard to say. I actually started thinking about it before you actually put that in the chat. Yes, 7 Seas, I love it. Yeah, we got some naval action. We got also some land action over here on the 7 Seas. We're gonna need to see if we're gonna have some tundra action also. Maybe they're gonna try to go for that cheeky culture victory. Even though I do have to say, usually these players do want to go ahead against each other with a lot of stuff. 7 Seas is by far the most interesting map type. It is very interesting. Yes, I wouldn't say by far, but I would say it's really interesting. You had been talking to that cast about civilians instead of military making roads. Yes, I was more referring to, like, you know, everybody when you're talking about who's building the roads. Drink water. Yes, sir. Lit skills. Also, good evening, sir. Give all units the ability to build roads. That's gonna make the game more action-packed regardless. Also would make way more units than just cavalry viable in general. Yes, but the players will still go for those like few units they just need, you know, the ones that are better than the others, or they consider they're better than the others. I do want to come back to the pick and ban phase here and take a look at what's going on, because we do have the map choice and it looks like they went for quite a few bans really quickly. On the left side we do have Team Ulyss. On the right side we got Freritos. So, and it looks like, of course, with the 7 Seas being picked over here as a map, we do have Tokugawa being taken out as a ban, Theodora also being taken out as a ban. On the right side looks like Japan and Norway are not going to be let in, and also they're starting to ban their third and fourth. That would be Coupe on the side of Freritos, and then Brazil with Australia on the side of Ulyss. They do have 3 more bans to go until they're going to need to start picking. Ulyss is going to set the tone for the game, and we're going to need to see if they're actually going to pick a civilization that would give them the win, give them the edge in the game, or they're going to go for something that wouldn't reveal their hand. We've seen, for example, change of circumstance, revealing their hand from the beginning with Australia, and oh my god, how that worked out. Hello there, Cool Whip, good evening, sir, and welcome. But like +4 scout will help so much for the tempo. Yes, I think there was at some point an argument to make to give another movement point to the scout, but then we've seen Gran Colombia and everybody was like, Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. Gran Colombia's settler snatches from the beginning and pillages are just legendary, or were legendary when they had extra movement. Yes, I know, right? 4 movement. Imagine giving 4 movement scouts to Kree, having those nasty higher strength units anyway, just running around the map. I don't know, man. Anyway, Chandra Gupta coming up on Freritos as a ban. We do have also India. They took out both Indias, actually. Gandhi, we do have it on Ulyss's side. While we do have to take a look at another choice here. This will be the last ban before the picks, and it will be Sumeria. Sumeria. They did leave open quite a few civilizations on the coast that would do quite well here. And it's been quite some time since we've seen the Victoria's being picked up, and just as I say that, it looks like we do have a first pick. We got the tone of the game, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be Cleopatra Ptolemy being chosen by Team Ulyss, and it seems like Freritos are gonna need to think about their next two choices here very carefully. It's been a while since we've seen even Cleopatra Ptolemy do amazingly well in the game, and we've seen how much it matters that if it is in war or not in war. Build more units. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated, sir. Did we have... Wait a second. I think I'm not actually hearing the sounds, right? I'm not hearing the sounds. Give me a second. There we go. Now I should be hearing the sounds. There we go. Theodora, next pick. Theodora got banned. It got banned by Team Ulyss, unfortunately. Looks like Dido is going to be chosen here by Freritos. They're trying to secure their goal per turn. And of course, we're going to need to see if they will need to secure the seas as well. There is quite a possibility they will actually fight navally, while Rome is going to be picked up by Freritos in the second pick. I do want to say, because I don't think I actually started like this, we are in the finals of the CivFR Squadrons. This is the decider series of games that will show us the seed 1 and seed 2 for the CWC, and it will matter quite a bit at the end of this a week when we're gonna do the group drawings for the CWC groups, which teams are gonna be seed 1 and which teams are gonna be seed 2, seed 3, seed 4, and so on and so forth. We do have from the CPL team, from the CPL League 6 teams. From the CivFR team, we're gonna have 4. Civ6 is gonna have 3 teams. The wildcard, of course, Civ Australia is gonna join us. We do have also Civ China joining us in the CWC. There's quite a bit of, I would say, there are starting to be quite a few discussions over there also, if we do need to update something or no, and we do have the polls ongoing for quite some time now. We do need to see the final details next week before we actually get into the games. I was meaning to say that we are a little bit how to say close to this, and I didn't get to update all of the profiles. I do hope I'm gonna get to update them before the actual game starts, so we do have all of the information. It might be a bit delayed because usually we did have an extra week before the seeds chosen and also the onboarding and so on and so forth. This time around we only had like a few days. When does CWC start? Next week. Dido Rome pretty strong too. Yes, Dido Rome is pretty strong. It's also a lot more flexible and I would say more consistent than Cleopatra Ptolemaic and Aztec. Aztec here, Team Ulyss, yes, I mean, we do know that Aztec is a civilization that definitely can hold its own, but usually it does tend to shine when it does get those amazing spawns. We're going to need to see if this is going to be one of those amazing spawns kind of day, or it is going to be one of those another Aztec, another spawn, another map, it is what it is kind of day. We do also need to see if Ulyss is going to try to contest the seas, even if I do have to say that Montezuma does get some benefits over there. It doesn't really make it a naval civ, right? You want to have half-coast harbors, you want to have something like Indonesia, extra bonuses, adjacency, something on the coast. You want an ability to buy boats with faith. You want to have something like that gives you an edge when it comes to the game. Now, we do need to see the last bans. The other Cleopatra Egyptian has been taken down by Team Ulyss, while we do have Mongolia, Genghis Khan, and Scythia being taken out by Freritos on the right side. Two very aggressive nations that can work on the seas as well as on land. It looks like they're not going to allow them in. Of course, without Brazil and without the Minas Gerais, there isn't that much it's another civilization for the mid to late game to actually punch through their opponents. So we do need to see what's going to happen at the carnival timing if they do have that opportunity, and who will manage to get those admirals on the seas. I do consider on the 7 seas a lot of the times you do need to take into account having control on the seas, and we've seen many games being ended because the seas were actually contested over there. Now we're going to need to see if another scenario like we've seen before when it came down to the culture victory, because now the culture victories are quite early in the game if you don't defend them, especially with the free inquiry meta. This is not something that we've seen adopted that much by the CivFR community, by the way, the free inquiry full meta. So we're going to need to see what they're going to choose here, and then pick up the discussion then. I go make lunch. Bon appetit, monsieur. Last 4 picks: Portugal, Dutch, Vicky, and Colombia. Well, it looks like we got a bit of a difference here. It looks like it's going to be Varangian, Lotaro on the side of Ulyss, which is, I gotta say, quite surprising over there to see Lotaro. Varangian, I'm not that surprised. We have seen him played more and more, and it did do quite well when we have seen him. I'm still not, I guess I'm not as convinced it has a good carnival timing, but it did manage to do quite a bit of damage against his opponent, who was at Man that was playing it last time, and he went against Brazil and Indonesia. Couldn't really snatch the series of Brazil before Indonesia just walked in with the jongs. Del Piero, hello there, sir, and making a prediction over here. Gold is incoming. Is he? Is he? I mean, this is the biggest simmer of Ulyss over here. Is he actually going to join the stage, or are we going to have something like the Persians, for example, being chosen here? Catherine de Medici. There still is Basil, Spain. Oh my God, Philip II. They actually left Philip II alone on the 7 seas. Oh, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Early fleets, good shipyards. Definitely good. Mubande. Oh, we haven't seen Mubande in such a long time. I have to agree with this. Nor the other Congo. We didn't see Nzinga, Movemba Nzinga either. TCAF, good evening, sir. Is this the patch with the Ptolemaic culture or no? This is 570. It should have the culture. Yes, it should have the culture on the resources. Gold not good on the 7 seas. Well, I did say that before, and then I saw, who was it, Leech play it, and he did amazing, so I don't know. Anyway, Spain is going to be the one being chosen here by Ulyss. Makes sense. Those early fleets are very, very good. You do have a strong gold per 10 and also quite a few abilities to go against civilizations that would go for a religion. Varangian over here, having an extra +5 against Varangian is going to be important in the game. We don't have the long chips available for Varangian, and but he usually does go for holy sites at the beginning, getting that faith per 10 ready for his monumentality. We do have Freritos needing to pick their last civilization. It looks like they are running down the clock here. 10 more seconds to go. Meh? Cool Whip is saying meh? Most civs can keep up in science, in the science. You're not wrong, yeah. Free inquiry Mubande is broken with neighborhoods. I see. So the answer to that was meh. Okay, Lancer, good evening, sir, and welcome. I do see Kublai Khan China has been the last pick over here. We do need to actually switch slots. I think I need to switch with the Liege. And taking a look at the players in the lobby here, we do have Freezer. Wait, who's Freezer? And why is he here? Oh, I see. They didn't actually change their names. I see what happened over here. They didn't change their names. So we got on one side the possible Barsake, Firsos, Prigan, Tirits, and Ulyss. While on the this is on Freritos side. While on the other side we do have Historia, Hazagi, Liege, and Rome showing up today for them. Wait, there's no secret weapon. Okay, we're starting to get into the correct slots. We're gonna need to wait for them to actually get these civilizations chosen. I do wanna put up on the screen, first of all, turn off the screen. Second of all, put up on the screen the map choice for today. It's gonna be the 7 seas. Okay, we do need to... I'm gonna set the teams afterwards. I think it's like team 2 is actually... team 1 is actually team 2, team 2... it's confusing. Anyway, I'm gonna need to wait for this to start up. Let me get this this prediction going also for how many remaps on Twitch and YouTube. First of all, on Twitch, you now have the chance, the opportunity to win more channel points by correctly predicting how many remaps are we going to use this game. At 10:10, we do have them pausing the game and having to use one remap token for each team. That means they will get one chance and one chance only to get a better map over here for each side. And we do need to see if they're going to use them at the same time or they're going to use them separately. And of course, we're going to need to see if they need to use them in the first place. We are playing with the mods that the competition started. That's a BBS 228 and also Better Balance Game 570 static. They didn't introduce all of the changes that were introduced, of course, with the new 580 BBG. That also reminds me, I still didn't do a patch notes video on the last one, but it is, I mean, I kind of feel like every time I feel like it's going into full and there are no changes from the beta, I feel like I'm doing a redundant video if I do the patch notes. Do you want that, by the way? It feels like it's kind of weird for me to do that, but anyway. Bonsoir, Monsieur Rafifi, bienvenue. This is the best of three. And we do have the two games being scheduled, one today, one on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to need to see if they do need a third game. They, of course, do want to find out the seeds as quickly as possible here, and I'm pretty sure they're very excited playing against each other. We do have Distoria with Philip II, Sprig. Is this Sprig? Wait, this should be... Oh, this is a bit, yeah, that I think is Sprig. We do have Tirits on Rome. Hazagi is going to play Philip II. No, Montezuma. He's coming back to his roots over here. We got him on Montezuma. Barsake is going to play Dido. Liege is going to go for Cleopatra Ptolemy. Rom on Lotaro is going to be the wrecking ball of the game here, while Freritos is going to go for Kublai Khan China. Kublai Khan China is also a civ that we haven't seen as much before in the last few weeks, in the last few months, but I gotta say it still has a lot of potential over there. I almost feel like final matches should always be on Highlands. There is less spawn roll luck bias, see more, team more, and draft a strategy. Yeah, you're not wrong. Sometimes the players do feel like taking a chance and increasing their RNG in the game. I gotta say, like, depending a lot on their appetite for risk. No, Petro, he has been banned. Yes, he has been banned. Pedro was banned third, I believe, by Team Ulyss. Also, in Teamers, you can't really just sim off for that. It requires too much time to set it up. Wait, sim up for what? Oh, you're saying sim up for the free inquiry Mubande with the neighborhoods, with the Mubanzas? Oh, yeah. Okay, let me double check stuff and put my chats in order. I do have to do this and this and this. Should be fine. Just gonna need to come back to take a look at the team labels. Okay, we're loading into the first map. I do want to put up a hello. First of all, say hello to Ure. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Spain is in. Ulyss wins already. We got some predictions over here in the YouTube chat. Portugal only works if there is happening an ally to trade with. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, Portugal, it is what it is. We've seen Portugal being pushed on land, and it definitely didn't do well by that sense. Let's see, I found Fractal is the best, but 7 is really good for tournaments. Yes, I mean, Fractal, we would love to play a little bit more Fractally, but it's not usually as balanced as we would want when it comes to the spawns. Like, you don't have the same conditions between the 8 players of the game. Why do scouts have such a different icon than when I play in the game? Cloud Sidki, I believe that is because of the Cat Scout. I don't know if you know, but if you do actually link your account with 2K, you have, like, in the game on the bottom right side, you're gonna have a button to link your account with 2K, and you get a Cat Scout DLC basically in the game. So basically you change from having a Dog Scout to a Cat Scout, and it changes the icon. That's probably what you see there. Is this a remap or first map? This is the first map, CMB. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Just give me a second so I can start up a poll for how many remaps. We got 0, 1, and then boom, the big 2 over here. And we're gonna see, first of all, where do we start? That's the question. Where do we start? Is it left or is it right? Are we gonna start from Freritos, Kublai Khan, China, or are we gonna take a look at the story as Philip II? Left or right? Oh, I see. Chat is still more interested in who has the cat scout and who has the dog scout. Okay, wow, unbelievable. We actually have YouTube and Twitch at the same time saying left. So I mean, it is what it is, man. We're going left. Freritos, Kublai Khan, China. Let's actually take a look at the big man. Where is Freritos? Where is he? He's here. Okay, he's gonna have some banana land over here, and I do notice he's gonna have some honeys. The bees next to the bananas gonna make for quite some interesting stuff over there. Well, in the middle, he's gonna have also some explosive stuff. Niter. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's just begging for trouble. We do have him getting his cat scout out in 3 turns, and yes, he's gonna figure out that he's gonna have a peninsula to the north. Has coastal cities to go for, but also inlands if he wants to just stay inland. I wouldn't really say that's gonna be preferred, but I do see Hazagi here is gonna contest his southwest. Looks like they are opponents, and Hazagi from Team Ulyss is gonna have his total choke to go against China. There are certainly a decent amount of cities that he could go for towards the north and the east side, and I do want to see if anybody is gonna contest him on the seas. The Storia is gonna be the guardian of these seas, and it looks like Beijing is gonna have quite a bit of trouble to actually put cities on the coast and also keep worrying Montezuma to the southwest. Montezuma is gonna be 100% forced to actually go to the northeast over here, keep spanning, putting cities on the east side and well, a few on the west side. But you do see Lotaro is over here. They're probably gonna need to split this up as best they can. While I'm pretty sure Montezuma's plan is just gonna go Irel into China, and like there's no option. There is no other option. We do have to the west side here, I guess, a bit of light. We got Ngulumapu on the seas here that are gonna probably contest Spain. Well, moving forward towards Hardrada on the other seas, on the how do you spell this? Trondheim Jordan. Trondheim, right? Oh my god, never mind. I'm not gonna punish the stream chat for this. I'm gonna need to learn it. Oh no. Anyway, let's see. Hardrada is gonna have his a +3 holy site over here next to the water. He's also gonna have some fish tiles to benefit from, reef fish to the northeast. I do see he's gonna have a decent amount of coast to go for, and it looks like he's gonna be protected by the mountains from the other side of the map to the northwest. On the same seas, same coast, he's gonna have Rome to the north. That's gonna be one of his trading allies, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be quite fond of this zone. And they have also Barsake here. Wait a second, we got 3 members of Freritos in the bigger seas that they could trade with. That's pretty good. And of course, on the other side, we do have just Madrid with Tenochtitlan over here, which is going to take quite a bit of time to set up. That is going to be an issue. That might be an issue, I would say. 2, 4, 6, 7. What's the last event? Why don't I see it? Oh, it's Egypt. Okay. We got Dido and Rome next. Let's see. Dido, we got we got the city of Tyre. He has some reefs for the GCC towards campuses. I do notice good coast. Not as much fresh water as I would like to, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna make do with it. And of course, he's definitely gonna go coffins into lighthouses, so I don't really think it's gonna be that big of an issue with housing. We do have him also with a more than decent amount of coast, but he is gonna be in the range of Lotaro, and this is gonna cause quite a bit of a ruckus over here next to the city of Brussels. Well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear a lot of forces just passing through the bananas and making, you know, just throwing parties. And we got Rome over here also to the northwest. Looks like he's going to get his 2 sheep tile to work. And by the looks of it, we're also going to have him with a more than decent amount of settles to go for. Well, actually, I would say fresh water on the inland, but settles? Are there enough settles? Because I did move the screen to the south, and then I saw it's closed off, and I was like, I might not be saying what I should be saying here. So we got Rome over here with 1 settle, 2 settles, maybe 3 settles, 4, 5. I keep ignoring this one because you do need to get on the Wita, but I guess this is the 6. So 7 settles in total over here for Rome, with maybe a Piotaje on the other side of the coast, which is, by the way, is gonna be a pain to settle. The only way to actually get onto Piotahi is through the northern tiles, the deer tiles, and the. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah. He kills Caguana. He's gonna kill Caguana. Wait, who? Oh, and the Vilnius. Like, Tyre definitely needs to kill Vilnius. And you are saying he's gonna kill Caguana. Where is Caguana? Oh, this one, I guess he's gonna kill Caguana also. So I guess 8 cities. Not that bad on this map. Also, Legilamentors, good evening, sir, and welcome. Hello, sir, good evening, sir. But when you say fjord, pronounce the O as in cool. The fjord. Oh, I see. And the D is silent. Fjord. Trondheim Fjorden. Oh, it makes sense now. It makes sense. It actually, it comes out the tongue properly. I was like, what is this? Making me doing some 360 no scopes with my tongue over there. Not cool, man. Such an also Piotanki meme by Cliffs. Yes, I Cliffy, and good evening, sir. I mean, it's just the casual Civ6 RNG generator. It is what it is. This is a pretty insane settle. So 2 turtles on that wonder. Yes, this is amazing. And of course, he's probably gonna have the opportunity to settle there. Looking at Rom on Lotaro, we do have him over here with so many of these amber tiles, by the way, next to his cities. I do also notice he's gonna have Bioluminescence Bay to settle on the east side if he wants to. Of course, settle next to it, not really on it. And we do have him with Brussels in the north for another city center. Easy city center. I mean, who doesn't want a free city? We do have him getting his scout out, and looking at the south, he's gonna need to split this with Aztec at some point. I would actually be very curious how Hazaki is going to try to negotiate here with Mapuche, but also seeing where Phoenicia is, I would imagine Mapuche is going to be quite happy to keep on settling towards the north, where he's going to have the settlers next to the bananas here. He's also going to have the settlers next to the diamonds to the northeast on that 2-2 base on the stone tile. That's gonna be pretty good for him, adding the extra food, the extra gold, extra amenities going in, and getting himself much closer to Phoenicia. I don't think he's gonna need to worry about that much. His cities being close to the coast for frigate attacks. I wouldn't really see Phoenicia over here surviving a 3 versus 1, one side from the land and 2 sides from the seas. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't see Barsake survive this. But I guess we're gonna need to see how he's gonna play it, how their opponents are gonna play it, how much they're gonna invest into the push, because also that also matters, and it might just come down to a little bit of grinding, irreling, rather than totally taking over an empire. Now we do have Cleopatra Ptolemy to take a look at. Rakedet over here. It did take a long time to settle, and he's gonna get rice tile, wheat tiles to get him the extra culture he needs, while he has another settler here to the east side. Looks like he's gonna get a lot of culture from the steel tiles to improve there. Well, we do have him starting to get a builder. He's only with a warrior. I don't see him actually getting the scout out anywhere. They didn't even buy him one. Now, while he is gonna start improving his tiles over here, he's gonna need to get what political early empire? Is it early empire to get culture? Ptolemaic. Is it Code of Laws? Code of Laws doesn't even need. Oh, that's much earlier. Doesn't even need to wait that long. He's probably gonna have like what, 2 more turns or something, 3 more turns for Code of Laws. Okay, that's fine. We do have him also with a decent amount of territory here, but I gotta say, not a lot of fresh water in the south. He's gonna put a city there, that's for sure, and then he's gonna have these cities on the east to benefit from, one to the north, while the mountains are gonna defend him from the south. Looks like the Historia is over here. That will probably incentivize him to get some trade routes on the coast, like cities on the coast, so they could trade with. Is this a different continent? This is also a different continent. Actually, there are 2 continents separating Spain's capital from Ptolemy's capital. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's see Hazagi and how he's gonna work this. What is Hazagi? Tenochtitlan with his settler coming up in 1. He still did not meet China to the east side. He does have one of his eagle warriors starting to move there, and I gotta say, he will have the opportunity to maybe bully some builders from Granada, but I wouldn't really hold my breath, especially with the start of this eagle warrior. Oh, his hut, the Hattians are actually gonna be taken by his opponent. Firsos is gonna walk in first into that hut, and then the eagle warriors, well, we're gonna need to see what they're gonna do about that scout. They took the Hattians. I'd be happy to play this map. Yeah, this is probably okay. Maybe Lotaro as well, I think. Yeah, they could have good trades, but I think Freritos has the upper hand when it comes to the trades here. Like this is gonna be insane between Tirits and Norway. Norway is definitely gonna keep Phoenicia busy. Then we do have Lotaro over here. Oh wait. Yeah, never mind. This is I actually, wait a second, I just realized they're all allies. I don't know why I thought Tyre is gonna be attacked from the seas and the coast, but I do want to reiterate, they are allies. Barsake over here is gonna be allied with Rome and Nidaros. Yeah. Okay, so only Lotaro is gonna be to the southeast. That doesn't actually give them that much, to be honest. Like Lotaro, I'm pretty sure Phoenicia is gonna be able to withstand Lotaro. Okay, I want to take that back from the beginning. So we got Ulyss. Let me actually take a look at the vision of the different ones. So we have China here, Firsos, that's being basically thrown to the wolves, and that's gonna be Hazagi. That's gonna be the one that needs to actually deal with China. Okay, and then on the other side we do have Lotaro. Oh, this is perfect. They don't even have separate civilizations. They're gonna be close to each other here. Like Ngulumapu is gonna get to trade with Montezuma, and then we're gonna have Spain get to trade with Cleopatra Ptolemaic to the north. So all of them actually have trades except China. China is the odd one out. China is the one that's not gonna get to trade with anybody. If regular sake is made of rice, then what kind of sake is Bart sake? That's a good question, Ave Machiavelli, and I actually asked him myself. He said that he didn't actually pick his name after, you know, the drink. How many continents per team? Good evening, sir. I'm not sure exactly how many continents per team. Let's see, one over here, 2, 3. I think it's 3, right? 3, 4 Team Ulyss. And where is Lotaro? 4 on Team Ulyss. And then we do have 1, 2. What is it? 1, 2, 3. 3 on Freritos. Is it possible that we didn't get PowerPoints from last time? I don't think so. Oh, wait. From which time? The one time that everybody voted into the option they already knew, and there was a discussion with the vote. It might happen. Yes, it might happen. It is possible, Sandorios, that we actually didn't get any points, but it should have been refunded. I'm pretty sure if we stopped the prediction, it was because I gave a refund or somebody gave a refund. And yeah, it is what it is. This is gonna be the map. We're gonna need to put it up on the screen over here, the team labels, and also finish the predictions. Let me see if okay, there we go. 0 remaps. It is what it is. Complete the prediction. Let's actually finish up the poll on YouTube also. Looks like YouTube did go overwhelming majority into the first option over here, 80% into the first option. Toilet is oh my god. Okay, can we get a prediction on game duration? This will last 4 hours at least. I don't know, we'll see. Hunde Priester, good evening, sir. Also pick game, hello there, sir, and welcome. Paul got here in time. Woohoo, let's go. Okay, we do have to put up the team labels on the screen here. Team 1 is gonna be Freritos, FTLV, and then on the right side we do have Team Ulyss showing up today with the big boys. Let's actually put them up over here. Okay, there we go. Beep. Okay. 7 SARS is generally good. 7 Seas is definitely a good map to watch. Yes, the China settle is so hard to defend. The city of Chengdu, yeah, well, I'm actually quite curious what Firsos is gonna do here. Looks like he will plan out to put as many cities as possible, and he did know about Aztec position to the southwest before he actually settled. We do have the city of Beijing getting another settlement in 3 turns, and yes, I do see that he's gonna get a monument out in the second city instead of a unit here, while the Eagle Warriors are already marching towards the city center. We do need to take a look how Firsos is going to want to approach this. We might actually see him needing to buy a warrior here soon, and it looks like Firsos is going to have 41 gold right now. I'm pretty sure they're going to get enough gold next turn for a warrior in the city of Chengdu, and that should actually help him defend that city, but he needs to be careful with the slinger. Like, ideally, you don't want to actually let the Eagle Warriors hit your city from 2 sides, and you kind of need to have the warrior inside if you're only 10 strength, and this slinger is just not gonna have any defense. He's gonna turn into a builder of his opponent. Anyway, we do have him with the ivory tiles over here, giving him some some upcoming gold. We do have him also with an iron tile in the second city, while his horses are nowhere to be seen. Wait. Oh, they're in the third ring to the north. That's quite expensive. That is very expensive for a nation that definitely wants to get as soon as possible the horses out or the iron out. Well, we do need to take a look at Hardrada here. Nidaros already put down his holy site and finished it, and I do notice he's gonna get his second one in Sarpsborg to the southwest, where he's gonna get the fresh water from the lake. We do have him with the possibility to get the harbor on the east side over here. It shouldn't be that big of a problem to put it next to the other holy site, even though it's not gonna have the same adjacency. We do need to see what they're gonna do. I don't think they need to worry about anything here, and that's probably why he made this choice, because we do have Dido and also Rome to the north on the same seas without any kind of opponent to actually throw a rock at their plans. We do need to take a look what's going on here. So are they giving the gold? No, they didn't give the gold to Freritos to buy something. It looks like he's bringing the warrior from the northwest, and also I do notice Hazagi hasn't been actually pushing with his eagle warriors. He doesn't want to get that close to the slinger, so he gives the experience points. Looking at Vegeta here, we do have him also with an iron tile to the left side in the second ring, while his horses might have been underneath. Oh, they are actually underneath the holy side, right? We saw them earlier. He did manage to get a 2-3 deer tile in Sarpsborg for a little bit extra production, which he will need to actually supplement with another tile soon, because he doesn't really have any other tiles to work here. Looking at Dido, let's see Dido. He did settle his eastern city, and I do notice he saw Mapuche. He scouted him out to the northeast, and well, he's gonna need to move to the east side and then south, so he can actually find Ngulumapu and Pikumapu. I don't think he got this far away, and I don't think he sees the loyalty pressure. Well, he's definitely gonna need to get some form of a scout there. We do have also Romro managing to bypass the warrior of Phoenicia, trying to get in to see what the builders are doing, while Barsaki is going to put those builders to work on the fish tiles so he can actually get more food in. Look at it, get going. Are they at war? Yes, they are at war already. He doesn't need to put the harbor outside, he can put inside. Yes, I agree, Rafifi, I agree. He can put horseback riding second ring and gets fed horses. Well, I hope so, sir. I hope he's actually gonna get fed some horses here, because he's definitely gonna need every little bit of support that they can give him. We do need to take a look at Rome next here. Oh no, strategic resources on Tyre. Tyre has horses in the first ring, in the second ring also 2 horse tiles here, while he's gonna get his third settler out. I do see an iron tile in the third ring. That's quite expensive for him. He might actually put another city here to the south so he can benefit from the early amber, and will have the ability to get that iron improved also. I'm actually quite curious, where is this settler gonna go? Is he gonna climb on the 2 base to the north? Yeah, he's going south. Yeah, there we go. He's going for the old tile. We do have Rome here. Let's see, Kume and Rome. Settler coming up in 410s. Kume can actually make a settler if he wants to. Doesn't have a pantheon yet. And we do have him getting a builder there from Kume instead. While I do see he's sending the first trader to actually get the extra food and production here towards the second city. He's gonna need to pump out his fourth settler. Oh, wait a second, he has a third city already. Okay, it's just a matter of time that he's gonna get it over there on the 1-2. Actually, okay, this is a question. Is he gonna settle in place for the fresh water, or he's so big and bright and amazing, Rome as a civilian leader, that he's not gonna care about the fresh water and he's gonna settle the 1-2 for an extra turn? Is he gonna settle or no? Just a few seconds, guys. Yes or no? Yes or no? That's it. Yes or no? He should be chilling. Can Phoenicia project to change capital into an escape city? Yes. Yes, you think? No, oh my God! Look at this. I mean, look. He's not settling. I mean, I think if Tirits was actually thinking he will settle here, I think he would have settled by now. Oh, he did settle. Oh, he did. It did settle. Fresh water wins the day, man. I mean, extra housing, you can't do it. You think you have baths later on, but that's later on. I need them now. When? No. When did you miss it? No. Just now. Anyway, all triangle, good evening, sir, and welcome. 2 more turns to settle. Otherwise, exactly, right? It would have taken him so much time over there. So much time. Yes. 3-2 also tile to use from the city of Setia. He will get his 4th city out in the city of Rome in 3 turns, and I do see he's gonna get Magnus in there. I do notice he's also gonna have his horse tile in the second ring, while his iron is also gonna be second ring. We're going to need to see how quickly he can actually get those improved to help out his ally over there, get his army ready. Now we do have the Aztec Irgal warriors starting to get in, and it looks like they actually bullied the Slinger out of the city. Well, that city is in a little bit of trouble. We do have Aztec over here with these Eagle warriors that are going to be very strong. The Chinese archer is going to keep on peppering them with shots, but it doesn't look like it's doing that much damage. And without that extra health in the city of Chengdu, we're going to need to see how Hazaki is going to balance those promotions, if he can get the promotions up so he can hit the city, keep on hitting the city. And we need to take a look at the Lotaro on the other team. Let's actually take a look here. Engulu Mapu getting his campus out in 2 turns. He does have a monument out in 2 as well from Pikun Mapu. While I do notice he's going to get Moksha in the city of Engulu Mapu. We do have him with the city Patreon goddess as a pantheon. I do want to take a quick peek over here what's happening with the first moves, because I feel like this is quite important. There we go. Immediate change. Firsos is going to put the warrior inside of the city, and he's going to basically say to these Eagle warriors, be gone! You foul beast! Get away from my land! There we go. It is what it is. He will grow to next style. He has monument already. This new China settle is Omega Sus. Does Aztec have any luxury improved? Actually, soon. I would say soon. He's gonna get that fertile improved over here, and I'm pretty sure the ivory. While he didn't improve his horses yet, he's gonna have another builder coming up from Xochicalco in 6 turns. That's a long time. That's a very long time. What is that 3rd city on China? I don't know what this is. A 2-3-1 ivory settle on the... I don't know what this is. I mean, honestly, I was expecting him to go here, because it felt like this should give him... Like, look at this. 2-3-1. I don't know what this is. Oh my god, he's actually settled. Okay. I mean, that's a interesting choice. That is a very expensive choice. I know that's not an why did he settle here? I don't get it. Like, is this some form of a setup with districts that I cannot see or smell right now? Am I not seeing something? I need to see the truth. That one is the ugliest 3rd city I've ever seen. I see Hazaki went for all you can east build. Yeah, he did. Spain caravel fleets will be glad for that China settle. I mean, yes, I would imagine Spain is just gonna go and say hello in the city of Longchi. Anyway, let's take a look at the other ones, because we're going to come back to see what they do here. Willy Mapu is going to get his campus out. I don't want to take a look at the appeal. He's going to have some Shemamul tiles to build in the south. That's actually pretty good. 1, 2, 3 of them. And I do notice he's starting up with 3 campuses from his cities, getting Mosha in the capital and the builder. He does have his very expensive iron tile on the west side, and I don't really see horses. Oh, the horses 3rd ring for Willy Mapu. I really hope he actually put one of these districts on something, or it was a horse. I hope this is a horse. Otherwise, it's going to be a sad day for Mapuche here. We do have Cleopatra Ptolemy, also a liege, starting off with his 3 settles. He's going for a Temenaki from his capital, where he only has a few tiles here, but definitely enough of them to give him the extra points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra points of production with extra culture and so on. We do have him getting his Liang, actually only 1, 2, 3, 4 with extra culture. But anyway, you get the gist of this. We do have him choosing Lady of the Reeds and Marshes for the extra production points, and going for Hanging Gardens from Aketatan. He will have at some point to worry about his next door neighbor here. I'm pretty sure Rome is gonna have the ability to go against Egypt at some point of the game, just not right now, or not with even with horses he could actually go and say hello to Egypt. We're gonna need to see how aggressive Tiritz is gonna want to be here, but I would imagine he's gonna be a lot less aggressive than usual. This is just, you know, sending your troops through the winter, through the cold. What are you, Hannibal? I mean, you know, you gotta be careful over there. You start off with 10,000 people, you get there with 500, man. Be careful. You know, they just left their feet all along the side of the tundra. Now we do have Leech also benefiting from horses. Well, are horses here? Are we seeing any horses here, or are we not seeing any horses? Wait, he doesn't have horses anywhere? Kick double. Did he say? Oh, he settled on horses in Thebes, didn't he? I think he did. He settled on horses in Thebes, so he already has the horses. Okay. His iron tile is going to be 2 tiles out also from Thebes, 3 tiles from his capital. That's a bit expensive, but it's fine. And I'm pretty sure he's going to want to settle all of this north, which is not a lot, like 2 cities maybe. A third one over here, while he's going to need to move quite a bit of distance for the freshwater next to the mountains from Jerusalem. Looking at Montezuma here, we come back to Hazagi, which is trying to push, but he's getting pushed back by China. Looks like Freritos has found the way of the Eagle Warriors. And I do see that Hazagi is starting to improve his resources here, getting himself a +2 on attack from the luxury improved, while he's going to get his 4th city out. I don't see any encampment, and I do see him going for bronze in 2 turns. So I would imagine he's going to want to get a general here against China, while Freritos is trying to make his people happy with irrigation. We're going to need to see if he's also going to open up encampments here. Oh, there we go. First encampment, China getting Pingala in the city is definitely eyeballing that extra science to help him out against Hazagi. But I gotta say, Hazagi did already put down these +3 campuses from Texcoco and Tenochtitlan. Corsairs would work better into Egypt or Knights. Yes, ++. 13 science Hazagi. He's not Pingala, but he already put down 2 campuses that give him so many points here. 13 and 4, while Freritos is 8 and 8. We do have this Historia here with 9 science and 8 culture. I do see Philip II is gonna be here with 3 cities. He's getting his harbor out from Madrid, and yes, I do notice he's gonna get monuments out from Toledo and Cordoba. Already probably built one. He's putting the harbors outside in the water, and doesn't really care about their adjacency. He cares more about his ability to actually get boats out. And yes, he's gonna have somebody to go against, and that's gonna be China. We do have China actually trying to get a galley out. Maybe this is his way of saying that, hey, I needed to actually get an era score, right? No, he already has the era score, so I guess that doesn't work. He's on 22 and out of 19. I'm actually very curious why this city was ever settled. I mean, I understand ever settled, like maybe like 7th city, 8th city, but I don't know why he settled it immediately. Anyway, maybe he didn't know about this. This might be a no. Oh my god, he actually knew he's gonna have a 2-2 base with a 2-3 ones next to him. Oh, well, I guess it is what it is. China pushing in, trying to take out that Eagle Warrior. Looks like the Eagle Warrior is still not going to get enough promotion points to get his upgrade. While I do notice the Chinese Warrior is just, you know, standing in front of the archer, not allowing the Eagle Warrior to actually bonk against that archer directly. While I do see China is going to get his 4th and 5th cities out. We still need him to actually get his encampment down. He's seeing what's going on in the lands of his opponent, and I do notice that Freritos is going to have the opportunity to maybe take a builder and pillage one of these horse tiles here. Maybe even take a trader. You don't know, because at the moment we do have a settler popping out from Tenochtitlan. No unit actually available to defend this, and the Chinese scout is gonna have what he wants. He's just gonna feast on everything. 4-hour Israel war inbound. Well, CMB, I think you're right over here. Between China and the Aztec, we already start seeing a lot of military buildup, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see them setting up their infrastructure to fight each other for the remainder of the game. Initiation rights for China as a pantheon choice. We don't need to take a look at all of their pantheons here slowly and surely. God of War and Plunder for Spain. He's going to get his extra points for the Great People. We do have Ptolemy with Lady of the Ridger Marshes. Rome went for Goddess of Tides. He's gonna get the extra culture on these turtle tiles. Why don't I see the icons? Like, some icons I see, some icons I don't see. This is so weird. This should be turtles, right? These are turtles. Yes, there we go. They just popped on the screen like that. Anyway, we do have him improving his amenities over here, getting the amber and the turtles. I do see new builders, and he's gonna get his markets out soon for a stronger economy. We do have Barsake focusing on Hawthorns, Norway harbors, Rome commercials, and then we're gonna have, who is it? China not going any of those, right? He's not going any of those. Well, at least not now. He's going for campuses, Government Plaza, and he's in Camont. Just doesn't have the district slots here. Yeah, oh well, it is what it is. Dido is gonna go for God of the Sea, and he's also gonna have the city of Vilnius soon. By the looks of it, he's gonna manage to do or I would think he's gonna get to do enough damage. I think there is a scenario in which Vilnius survives. Can you imagine what happens next turn if Vilnius just randomly pops a galley in the city? Just, you know, casually one turns a galley out of nowhere while he's like 4 turning a measly warrior. A non-discounted campus? Yeah, bro. Alex 2005, hello there, and welcome. And yes, it happens to me quite often, by the way, that it takes me a little bit of time until we get to see the correct positions of the civilizations and their abilities to go against each other. Norway did go for religious settlements. He's actually going to have quite a bit of land to settle, keep on settling to the west side, but he's also going to have Historia to go against on the land rather than on the seas, which we'll see what Historia is going to do about. I do notice that it's going to be much more easier for Norway to keep on settling on the west than it will be for Spain to keep on settling here. I would imagine Spain is going to want to be on the coast, maybe even take some islands over here in the Mediterranean Sea and start trading with Egypt soon. And well, Egypt didn't put a city on the coast yet, and he's getting his theater squares out, 2 of them, 3 of them, Thieves, Rakedet, Aketat, and all 3 going for theater squares, while he did manage to get some of his improved amenities here. With Temenaki, he's gonna get the extra science points and those culture points from Ptolemaic from all of these improved tiles. Very nice, very nice. We got already Liege with 16 science and 13 culture, 46 production in the game. Looks like Vilnius did not get the random boat out. It died, and Barsake is just gonna take care of that city center until the remainder of the game here. We do have a slinger getting out from Tyre. Looks like Rom's warrior keeps on trying to see what's going on in the Phoenician borders. We do have Rom with 1 city to the north. He didn't actually make units to go against Brussels yet, and Brussels does have quite a few warriors there to help him defend. We do see an archer coming out from Engulumapu to try to deal with the scout that Phoenicia is sending towards him, and he's going to get that trader out from Pikumapu to create the pathways here towards the south. I would be very curious, where is he going to settle his other cities? Is he going to go like poof, 2 cities to the west, or is he going to try to go one northwest, 1 southeast? Okay, now we got a religion here. Also, Nidaros did manage to get choral music and cross-culture dialogue, +1 science for every 3 followers of the religion. He's gonna have 3 big nations to actually convert. That's gonna be Rome and Phoenicia over here, not to mention himself for this, while China is gonna be quite far away. We do have China getting 4th and 5th settlers out, and finally started moving towards those settled locations on the east side. I gotta say, he's gonna take a lot of chances putting a city here, since he does know that Spain is gonna have the ability to get those fighting caravels there. I guess that is going to be a sacrificial city. I don't know what to call it otherwise than a sacrificial city. It's going to give him quite a few units. It's going to give him quite a few bonuses, but it might end up actually a sacrifice towards Spain. Because, yeah, you know, the story is just going to walk in, make it his own, open up the fridge, get a beer, you know. It means he's going to spread early, which just gives Spain +5 on everyone. Does it? Wait, it should work, right? If a civilization is converted by another civilization, it still works. But yeah, that is, yeah. I think it's still worth, though. It's still worth to have that against you if you do manage to get an advantage against, guess what, Spain, right? Yeah, it needs to be majority, yeah. I'm very curious about this, if rushing cross-culture and managing to actually convert your cities, your opponent's cities from the beginning, because that's the trick with it. You actually need to get to convert the possible Moksha cities of your opponents, both of his of your neighbors. Both of his neighbors actually went Magnus, so unless he actually passively converts his opponents, his allies, wow, it's gonna take him quite a bit of time to benefit from those bonuses. So I kind of tend to agree that rushing it might be a mistake. Like getting other bonuses early on might have been a better play here. But we're going to need to see. We're going to need to see. Vegeta definitely has a plan in his mind, and cross-culture dialogue is a part of that plan. We do have him with Moksha in the capital and Pingala settling in the city of Sarpsborg, getting his fourth city out, choosing to go for a Sestra Hall here to get a free builder whenever he pops a city. You know, we do need to take a look at the ENA score, if anybody's going to lag behind. No, everybody's over the 19 points necessary. Okay, we do have also Aztec pushing back China, while China is going to get his builders out to improve more of this territory and get some more amenities going. He's finally going to finish that encampment in 3 turns. We already have Aztec with an encampment finished from Tenochtitlan, and he's going to get his other campus, his third campus built from the southwestern city. That's going to be another +3 here for him from the beginning. That's quite a bit of size here on Aztec. 18 size with only 5 culture. He did choose Moksha in the capital, but looks like he's still not getting enough culture. He probably didn't have the second title. Does he not have? No, next turn he's gonna get it. State workforce. But normally you get cheaper missionaries on preachers. I think it works if Norway can hold Spain here, but it does not mean that if he can't hold it will be bad. But if he can't, the game is over anyways. That's true. Pretty flowers. Why archer icon is so bad? What's wrong with the archer icon? What's wrong with the archer icon? Hello? Force drums warlords equals 10 production eagles. Oh my god, 10 production eagles. You get to one turn them from everywhere. I'm actually curious how Hazak is going to want to play this out. Is he going to choose melee units? Is he going to choose cav units? Speed doesn't seem to be that big of an issue over here. He doesn't have that much distance between him and his opponent. And I'm pretty sure the roads are going to be fine to use for those melee units as well. He does have a bonus production towards melee units. He does have quite a few archers already. And he might actually start pushing soon. While his opponent is getting iron working in 2 turns. There's only one single warrior here from China, while he still did not manage to start to acquire those general points. Aztec is gonna need the projects. He's getting the first one here, and he did choose his Pantheon. God of Open Sky, no forge. We got 1, 2 tiles improved. That's it. 2 culture. Okay, well, I guess he does have this 1, 2, 3. That's it. 3 culture. Okay, well, I would have thought he's gonna pick something else, you know, but 3 culture is 3 culture. Don't disrespect the culture points. It is what it is. Oh, wait. Oh, he wants to get another city somewhere here on the sheep tile. Oh, I mean, that's gonna be expensive, right? Getting the 2, 3, 1 fertiles, but it's a must to have that. Well, I guess it's fine. It's fine. He just wants to clump up as many cities as possible. 4 to 5 culture. Okay. A bowstring does not stretch. It is not made from rubber. Oh. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean now. I see what you mean. Kick W. Yeah, I don't think whoever made this, I don't think he ever knew the differences in bows. And I would imagine like 99.5% of the stream also doesn't know exactly how bows work. I don't think I've ever shot like 2 or 3 arrows in my life. And that was like what going for those games at the team buildings. You know, you go to team buildings and you try to get some games going. Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, that's a good information. I didn't know about the bows. And yes, I have been trying to make excuses over here. It is what it is. Then it is rotated around the axis of the arrow, so the string appears longer. Square jam. Hello there, sir. They are tough strings. Yeah, this is an encampment non-discount plaza into non-discount campus into currency. Yes, big game. Yes, it's quite a hard game for Freritos. I can say that. And we do have Freritos choosing Pembrash and Voice Golden Age. He's gonna get his 18 science and 13 culture at 10. He did manage to put his 5 cities. 3 turns out from getting his second encampment training project, which is gonna give him a general. We do have more Eagle Warriors being produced by Hazagi, and it looks like he did manage to improve his iron tile. So I would imagine we're actually gonna see Hazagi here more focus on his melee units to go and attack China than anything else. I do want to point out China is going to have the Crouching Tiger, which is a very strong unit. It is something that will allow him the mid game to actually counter over here the extra strength of Aztec. China does benefit, right? Is all China's benefit from the Crouching Tiger, or is it just one of them? I think they do, right? Yeah, all units. Yeah, there we go. All of them benefit from the Crouching Tiger. First Aztec Eagle Warrior goes in, gets a promotion. We do have a Chinese horse that is coming out from Chengdu, managing to take out an archer here, but 2 of them shoot back against the first horse of China, taking it down to low HP. We do need to see the new units getting onto the screen here, and as you can see, the Aztec Eagle Warrior is managing to survive here with a sliver of health. He does have Oligarchy, and he does have a +2 from the luxury attack bonus. Looking at Hardrada, we do have him on 3 cities. He's getting his granaries out. Wait, what? I mean, I guess he does need to, because, you know, he went holy sites first, and he doesn't have Feed the World. And we do have him getting more settlers, and yes, I do see Magnus coming out from Sarpsborg, and yes, I do see another settler from the south, going towards the southeast, actually. Interesting. He's going to go southeast. I mean, this can work, you know, you already kill a tile with a holy site here, but he's just not going to have enough tiles to work in the city overall. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. He's going to run out of 5 pop. Yeah, we do have him chopping out the settlers as quickly as possible, and of course with Moksha in the capital, he's getting quite a bit of faith. He's 34 faith a turn, 11 science and 26 culture at the moment. Has the ability to trade with Phoenicia and Rome in the north, and we're going to need to see how they're going to try to set those up. We do have him also putting down pyramids in the random tile of desert here to the southwest of Sarpsborg, and I gotta say it is random tile, but it looks like there is more desert to be had on the west side. Not as much for a Petra though. And we do have Dido over here to take a look at. But first, the first moves. We gotta see the war. We gotta see the next phase of the war between Aztec and his opponent. He's gonna take out the first horse of China. And it seems like Aztec is protecting his Eagle Warrior, moving to the southeast with him. Even pushing back that galley. Freritos made a calculated effort, or I should say, I think a guess, more than an effort to see if there will be anything on the coast for him to bonk against, or even pillage, maybe a harbor or 2, but Montezuma just didn't have any. Okay, coming back to Dido here, we do have him getting his Magnus already with his traders, 2 of them. He did take over Vilnius in the north, put down Moksha in there. His 6 turns out from an audience chamber in the capital city, while he does have builders coming from Ugarit. I do see he did make a promotion on a slinger. He pushed back the Mapuche warrior, and now he's gonna try to get his defenses up against a possible Mapuche attack from the southeast. With God of the Sea, he's also getting the extra production points on all of these coastal tiles, and he did manage to get a working economy going. 33 gold a turn with 42 production points, 10 science and 26 culture. He did start to improve his strategic resources, the horses for example, that are going to help Freritos over there keep his cities. We do have Tiritz, Pembrash and Voice Golden Age, 4 cities with Goddess of Tides. By the looks of it, 4th and 5th settler coming around. He did manage to get Marcus Licinus Crassus as a first grade merchant, and I do see Coleus is the one coming up next. This usually is very important and created by Montezuma. We didn't have Hazagi opening up with his normal commercials or campus into commercials. He went campus into encampment, and now we do need to see if he's going to manage to succeed over here in taking over the Chinese empire towards his northeast. Yeah, we do need to take a look at the Roman with a pen brush and voice golden age on 19 science and 29 culture. Looks like he's having a good start at the beginning, getting his horses out to go against the city of Brussels quickly, and he did put down an encampment. Again, same thing, went campus into Gavron Plaza into encampment, did not actually stop to say hello to commercials. We do have more horses being chopped, and I do see them also being sent to the north, while some of them are still getting training in Gulumapu. He did manage to make Waller's Throne already. He already has Waller's Throne. This is, if this is not a full into Phoenicia, I don't know what is. The famous Aztec horse spam, what happened to melee units? I mean, I think what happened to melee units is iron. He got to the point that, you know, he just realized he's probably going to be the only one making iron on his team. But then it's Rom over here that's going to save him a little bit, right? He started to make his own iron. Woo! We might actually see some swordsman. It's going to be like that game where Alexander took out a CS and alerted Mongolia a few days later. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess it is what it is, you know. Imagine if he would just ignore Brussels and keep moving these units towards Ugarit. Just pass them through the middle forest. Because I'm pretty sure right now Barsak is setting up triggers for what he needs to take a look at, so and how he needs to react to what's happening over there, right? So, and I'm pretty sure Brussels is a trigger for a defense in his mind, or at least that's what I would find normal. Mapu going melons is on construction. Yeah, definitely he's gonna want to get those melons. I don't know how quickly he's gonna get them though. Anyway, moving forward, we do need to take a look at Cleopatra. Still on 3 cities, getting his 4th and 5th out soon. He does have the settlers ready. They're just moving towards their locations. He's starting to get some campuses in. He did manage to get 22 science with 33 culture. Non-freshwater settler on Swenet, which I gotta say he can't really aqueduct if he doesn't actually take out that 3-1 tile. Is he gonna sacrifice the 3-1 tile for an aqueduct later, or is he just not gonna care that he doesn't have that much housing in Swenet? Chat, what do you think? Is this granary time, or is this a sacrifice the march tile? Barsak is already getting encountered. He knows he has to defend. Yes, but I was more referring to how many units you get, you know? Aqueduct later? Really? You're gonna take out the march tile? But that's like, oh my god, bro, that's like throwing away a perfectly good cookie. Are you actually, really? You would throw away a perfectly good cookie? I mean, give it to me, bro. What do you mean? Easy setups are too important. Easy setups, I mean, the industrial zone setups are too important. And I have to agree. Granary plus France is Hallostan's answer to this. Oh, +6 IZ. Save the cookie. Save the cookie. You see, Frank the Tank knows, man. Frank the Tank knows. Well, it's either throwing away a perfectly good cookie or losing your house. Wait, I don't know if it is that problematic. I wouldn't go that far. You know? +1 culture on fishing boats is a new update. Nemesis. It's been quite some time actually since we did have the +1 culture. I think it's like 6 to 8 months. It's the previous version 570. We already have it, or even later. Oh, Brussels has been taken down, and that's a trigger for Phoenicia to actually get more units here. Let's see what he's gonna do after he's gonna get the encampments and the audience chamber. He only has a slinger and a warrior left to defend over here in the city of Ugarit, while we do have 4 horses from Mapuche. He's also gonna get his general quickly. He did manage to recruit it right now. Burica is appearing to help Rom this time around. Let's take a look at what's happening over here. We got a bit of a sad story happening here. Firsos is getting the hug of death from Hazagi, and it looks like we do have these warriors barely inching forward. We do have him with the archers managing to do the damage against these next upcoming units from Firsos. And yes, I mean, this kind of feels like Firsos is not gonna be allowed to get to his biggest units. Yeah, when we still don't see him upgrading his swordsman. 30 gold swordsman, but he needs so much iron and he doesn't have. There we go. Finally one. We got a one. He can get another one. Come on, come on. Put the gold in another one. You can do it. Do we have generals? Yeah, we got generals from both. We got Hannibal Barca here, and it looks like Shunzu has been recruited by Freritos. Wait, is this the defense? Oh, moving in with a horse. Freritos is gonna disrupt the attacking lines of his opponent. Looks like Hasagi is moving out with his horse, trying to save him, while his eagle warrior did manage to make a builder out of a warrior of his opponent. That builder is actually recruited back by China. Can you show yields? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And he got taken back. Oh my god, that builder changed so many hands right now. I think he has so much confusion in his mind. Can you imagine? That guy that just doesn't know who's he gonna help this game. Is it you? Is it you? Is it them? Are we here? Is this real life? Wait, what? That city is dead? Which city? Yeah, Dido getting denied general. I still see a general. I still see a general. There's a general here. We got, wait a second. We got Montezuma, Buriga, and that's it? No, we got China. So China with Montezuma and with Mapuche did manage to get generals. 3 turns for encampment training project coming out from Barsake. I do notice that Rom is gonna have kind of a highway to go against his opponent. He's gonna get his units through the north and the bypass over here to go against the other cities, or at least that's what I'm thinking he's gonna do. We do not have him wanting to actually get locked over here between the lake and the encampment of his opponent. I'm pretty sure he wants to spread out and benefit from the extra movement from his horses and go where Phoenicia does not have a defense. There are 2, 4, 6 horses over here, 8 horses actually coming, 9, and an encampment training project to try to deny that general. He's gonna try to deny the general from Phoenicia. And I gotta say, over here we do have some spearmen coming out from China. He's getting to 210 swordsmen, and he is well, he's gonna now face a swordsman from his opponent. This spearman, I mean, that's just not gonna work. This spearman is gonna die so quickly. He's not even gonna have the chance to know what hit him. The swordsman 62 strength against the spearman's 36. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem. Wait, we gotta put a prediction up. I was thinking it might be scary to put a prediction right now, but let's actually put it. Who will win? We got Ulyss on one side, Freritos de la Vega on the other side. Let's actually put it up for only 10 minutes. Let's put it up for 10 minutes. Let's add a little bit more pressure onto this. Okay, so the prediction is up on Twitch. Let's put it up on YouTube as well to get that going. Just give me a second. Start the poll. What does YouTube think, by the way? What does everybody think about this war against China? Is Montezuma going to manage to punch through, or do you see China surviving this attack? Just writing the vote, by the way, the poll. Okay. There we go. Okay, Mapuche, yeah, he's getting through the north over there, but he did actually put them in the forest. I'm quite curious on what is he going to choose over here. Is he not going to go into the grasslands to the northwest where he does have flat tires to move anywhere? He's just going to try to move around, I guess so. Okay, now, well, the Historia, I don't think we actually caught up with him. Temple of Artemis in the city of Madrid, he did get his government plaza to give him bonuses towards one of his harbors over there. I do see him putting out more traders and more cities in the south, taking care of a Norwegian scout, and he doesn't have yet trade routes with Egypt to the north, not set up yet. We're going to need to see them getting set up at some point. He does have the problem with Norway to the east, but it's going to take some time for both of them to actually touch borders over here. We do have him with Penbrush and Voice Golden Age, and he is on 14 science with 36 culture, 23 gold a turn at the moment with 55 production. I do have to mention Tirits does manage to almost get 100 points of production, 92, while Leech is the best runner-up over here from Team Ulyss with 40 science, 51 culture, and already 72 points of production. Looking at what's going on here, the walls are going up in the city of Chengdu, while Hazagi did manage to take out that initial spearman. He does have a new swordsman going into to the front, and he's getting back that builder that he managed to convert from his opponent. We do have China managing to take back one of his tiles next to the city center, while the Aztec horses will need to do something about this. I do see 2 units are being placed to the south over here just to heal themselves up a little bit. He might actually need to be aggressive with these or try to do something to get them to be useful. Hazagi is gonna have the opportunity to get one of these catapults. Let me take a look over here. This is a hard city to catapult though. He cannot catapult from the forest. He would need to actually put the catapult close to the city, right next to the city. This is not gonna be easy. We got horses coming up from Beijing, archers. I do want to mention over here, Chengdu was placed across the river, so he doesn't get the river bonus either on the defense of that city center. It looks like this horse is going to be dead. Well, let's see. Yeah, that horse is going to be dead. But so is this horse. He didn't shoot with the archers. He moved them out, but he didn't shoot with the archers. I was actually expecting him to take out this horse, but I guess right now he's gonna need to be very quick on the buttons to take it out. He did manage to get the promotion. Oh no, he hesitated and Freritos got the drop on that archer. Instead of him taking out the horse, China took out his archer. That's a level 1 archer. You can't really afford losing these, to be honest. I mean, you think they might be peons on the board, but they're very, very important. Very, very important. China reverse sweep. Yeah, I mean, he's doing it. Freritos has managed to do it, managing to do it with significantly less units, but taking advantage of the 2 tile chokes over here, 1 tile chokes between him and Montezuma, getting the walls up in Chengdu. And I do see Liang did get plugged in over there, probably for the extra production points. He's working 3-3-2 tiles there. He lost his horse tile though, and he doesn't have another one. And I do see him building up more archers. I'm pretty sure he's clicking as quickly as possible for those unique units of his. I don't think Montezuma will be able to push if China gets to his crouching tigers. That is a bit too strong of a unit to push into. And meanwhile, Liege is gonna sim to victory. Liege or Tirits? Actually, Liege or Tirits, because I'm pretty sure Tirits over here is not gonna let Liege do whatever he wants. I'm pretty sure he has a plan in his mind to try to throw off Liege's plans. Okay, early moves. We got Aztec managing to get that swordsman around Chengdu. It looks like the catapults will need to move in. This swordsman over here does not have the promotions, and we gotta see what's going on here. Woo! We got Rome actually not bypassing altogether the city of Vugarit, where walls went up. He is gonna smash face first into the army of Phoenicia. And while I do notice he's gonna get a few more units, he did manage to recruit and deny a general from his opponent. Barsake is not gonna have the opportunity to recruit a general anymore. Barsake is defending himself with spearmen and swordsmen, and looks like these will be strong enough to defend against the possible +10 of his opponent. Yeah, he does have +10, right? All of these horses are +10 against Phoenicia. Not strong enough though. He's forcing Phoenicia to deploy a lot of production towards his defense though. And in the meantime, Rome is gonna get a few more of these encampments, and we're gonna need to see him get his man on raiders. It looks like the city of Vilnius did also manage to get 2 spearmen out to defend himself. Probably it would have been easier to go against that city center, but I guess it is what it is. I would also say Rome is probably content with forcing his opponent doing so much military, and basically forcing him to use the production for anything else, other getting more trades, getting more campuses, getting more stats, and so on and so forth. Malons have a promo against anti-cav. Yes, military tactics from well, military tactics from Hazagi. Next turn China will be dead. Okay, let's see if China is gonna be dead. Where is he getting? When do you get the unique unit, the crouching tiger? Is it crossbows? Is it machinery? Yeah, you do get the machinery. Okay, so another archer has been taken down. Looks like China is putting a few swordsmen up, and yes, I do notice that Hazaki did manage to cross the river into the north of Chengdu still is not putting that city under siege, and we do have him managing to one-shot all of these units. Men-at-arms have been upgraded from Hazaki, while Freritos is not that far away from getting his crossbows. He still needs to keep the archers to survive the onslaught. He does have his catapult moving towards the south of Chengdu. Looks like he was trying to figure out exactly what's the best solution to this, and I don't think he still has a best solution to attack the city of Chengdu with a catapult. Probably the battery ram is his best choice here to force his way towards the walls, or just, you know, sheer amount of strength from his units to force his way into the walls of Chengdu. Otherwise, I don't think the catapult is gonna be allowed to be in a position to be able to shoot at Chengdu without a good return fire. He's full hands up. Aztec has +10 on him with Alliance. Yeah, I mean, that's it is what it is. But China is still holding strong. Look at this, like look at this. Well, what is it? General, Oligarchy, both of them have chance. +5 luxury attack bonus, by the way, from Hazaki. He didn't manage to get to +5. And I do see he recruited a scientist. It's Hypatia did get picked up. Yes, Ptolemy did pick up Hypatia. Zankian by Rome. We didn't have actually the next ones. We didn't have the next ones. Okay, I do notice Norway did spread like wildfire. He's on 2, 4, 6, 7 cities, getting his stave churches from the replacement temples of Norway over here, and did finish pyramids in one of his cities. He's on 82 faith a turn with 70 production, while he does have his lighthouses coming around for those extra trade routes. We do have him finishing up more holy sites for the extra faith per turn. At the moment, Spain did not make a religion, so that extra +5 at the is not activated against Norway here at all, or against anybody else. We're going to need to see when he's going to actually activate that one. We do have Aztec getting his first man-at-arm next to the city of Chengdu. That's a 60 strength unit against the 32 defense of the city center. And how is this 32 defense of the city center? Shouldn't it be at least 36? Oh, it's unfavorable terrain, gets -2, and then it has only +8 from the garrison horseman. So this should be actually have an extra +4 strength on its city. It should be 36, yeah. 38, sorry. Whoa, that's a little bit aggressive over here from Freritos. Took down the swordsman of his opponent, while Hazaki is just waiting with the upcoming units to make his passage. It looks like he's gonna need to get a constant wave of units to keep on pushing, to be able to keep on pushing against China, and also heal these units that were to the south, were deployed to the south. 2 turning men-at-arms from his capital. He's gonna get more builders in the south, still on 4 cities. He didn't go more, nor did he have enough space to do more. Audience chamber from Beijing, not Warlord's throne. Okay, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do understand why audience chamber, like tall cities, you want to put an extra district, you want to make up for the encampments you put down and get like your own campuses, theater squares, or whatever else you need. But in this game in particular, it seems like Warlord's Throne would have been a requirement, so he can actually get the production, the gold per turn for himself, and so on. And you do see that Freritos is not going to let the catapult in. He saw it walk into his borders. He's not going to let it in, sacrificing probably 2 of his swordsmen. And whoa, one of them might actually turn into a builder. There's a 30% chance that this Eagle Warrior is going to take out the horse. Kick W, man. Oh wow, I think that's kind of a defense done. If okay, Freritos 2 turns out machinery, 1 turn feudalism, he's gonna need a lot of gold from his teammates to upgrade all of those, but they should have. So let's see. Right now the city of Chengdu is very much in danger. We do have 2 units almost taken out, a 3rd one almost taken out from China. I would imagine he will have the opportunity next time to just cross the river over there to deal the damage, just walk free against those archers, but we've seen what happens to the last swordsman. Let's take a look here. Looks like Mapuche is just forcing Phoenicia to make a line of defense while he is preparing his upcoming units. I'm pretty sure he's going to get new ones for the upgrades into Malons. He's going to get a few new builders. Did not put his Shemamuls down. That would have been a bit more culture. Why not? And of course the Era Square. Wait, is this going to be Mapuche that wants to stay in a dark age? Is this going to be one of those days? We don't have Malons yet, sir. You don't go audience while at war with Aztec. Manors are 7C2, 75-ish. Oh, the 75 gold. Yeah, they're gonna be expensive. And they need to keep Firsos alive over here. They really need to keep Firsos alive. Wait, on the other side, I don't think Hazagi will upgrade anything, by the way. And I don't think there's anybody needing to upgrade anything here. But they don't have that much gold. 26, 8, 13, 10. I'm pretty sure Hazagi is going to just keep on hard building his units as best he can, rather than upgrading them. And let's see what's happening. At the moment, he didn't actually start shooting against the city of Chengdu, even though his battle times are not taking that much damage. He didn't consider it necessary. He's going to get his upgrades going for the next ones, and we do need to see if he's going to switch targets over here towards city of Shenyang or not. The catapult still needs to walk in, and you've seen what happens immediately when the catapult gets closer. It's going to be target focused over here, target focused by the Chinese army. Next turn, we're also going to have Firsos needing to upgrade his crouching tigers, and those might have the power of pushing back Aztec. I say might because they might not make a difference because of the lack of numbers. We only have 4 of them. Usually you want to get them en masse. You want to get like 10 archers like behind all of this. Spain galley fleet is approaching. Yeah, I mean, there's only one, and he did actually trade a few punches with Handan's galley, but I'm pretty sure Distoria is going to need to get a caravel or stronger or something strong to go against that city, that lonely city. This kind of feels like a bait, by the way, from Firsos. I guess, well, it is what it is. Okay, Catapult will have the ability to move and shoot next turn at the city center, and we're gonna see, well, a bit less than half of that city strength being taken down. We do have a meta times that needs to get a promotion here, unless China is gonna want to take it out the last second with his horse. There is no horse to actually replace the one that he would lose here in the city of Chengdu. Well, the city did go up to 42. That's nice. We do have another swordsman coming out next turn, and let's see how China is gonna prepare his defense next time. Did Dido get a general? No, Dido got denied a general. We had 2 generals picked up by Mapuche. I did show it earlier. Also, Fajnial, good evening, sir, and welcome. A quick recap. Okay, we can get a quick recap. So this is the first game out of a best of 3 series from the finals. Freritos de la Vega going against Ulyss in the CivFR Squadrons. This is also a seeding type of series for the CWC. Whoever's going to get first is going to get seed 1. Who's going to get second is going to get seed 2. We do have, from the beginning of the game, them playing on 7 seas. We did have Hasagi spawning next to China, next to Firsos, and they have been fighting it out from an early stage of the game, basically fighting with sticks and stones, and now they're actually upgrading to some iron type weapons. We do need to see on the other side what's going to happen between Norway and Spain. They will get the opportunity to go against each other. Spain +5 against Norway, religion. Norway, they will have a lot of faith per turn. It looks like they are kind of matching each other when it comes to the stats. 39 versus 32, 68 versus 55. Vegeta a little bit ahead, and I gotta say, if he's a little bit ahead now with his faith per turn and his tempo, he should be way ahead next in the next part. And we do have Tirits also jumping up to 101 science with 71 culture, still in a pen, brush, and voice golden age, boys. Tirits is pen, brush, and voice golden age. Not that much adjacency for his campuses, but boom, he made it. He actually made the adjacency for his campuses, guys. Now, getting some awesomeness baths over here between his cities, and of course will need to prepare himself to go against Egypt later on. He does have a problem. Caguana sitting in the way, a lake is sitting in the way, and a lot of mountains are defending over here Ptolemy from his wrath. Well, in the seas, we didn't really have anybody going against anybody. There is an international triple-way setup over here for the economy of Freritos, while on the other side, we will have Spain and Ptolemy about to settle and trade here. And that's about it. That's about it. I mean, you know, that's about it. We're going to need to wait. Oh, Anshan got taken over. I don't want to put up the screen here. Crouching Tigers did not get upgraded. A single Crouching Tiger did get upgraded. And look at these units. They are 50. This is them not being close to their opponents, by the way. They need to be right next to their opponents. Okay, look at the damage on this one. This is gonna be deadly. 57 against the swordsman 54. If only he would have had a lot more archers, like a lot more archers, and had the gold to upgrade them, I think he would have been fine here. Wait, he does have 166 gold. Why is he not upgrading them? It's 135 apiece. Oh, 135 apiece. And I do have to agree with Old Triangle. The battery ram would have been so much better here. Like if they would have managed to buy him a battery ram, this would have been amazing. Wait, how did this catapult get here? Wasn't it here or did that one die? I guess it died. But yeah, look at the Crouching Tigers now managing to actually clean up these swordsmen. They are so strong. Okay, city states while we watch this. Naranda, a single city state with... Oh, wait, what? He's actually taking down Chengdu. He got fed up with the resistance of Chengdu and he said, no more. I have given you what you have requested, and you still take out my units. You will suffer. We will get your city. And well, just reminding myself of one of those oversimplified videos. Did you guys see the series of oversimplified? Amazing, by the way, amazing. Those things with all bonuses get over 100. Wait, lost a cat? Who lost a cat? River defense difference? Yeah. Conquistadors are +7, +5 for religion, +5 for missionary. You are breaking my wait, but okay. Disco can okay if he gets his stats up and you use him. If he gets to you anybody, because we've seen actually quite a few, I would say, half-hearted attacks with conquistadors, and they didn't actually manage to do that much. Well, it looks like Chengdu, it might actually be taken back over here by Freritos. We do have those Crouching Tigers managing to do a decent damage against it, and yes, we do need the general to actually move on to the front line, but Shunsu got pushed back in Beijing. There are new meta-times ready to be upgraded here from the city of Texcoco, while we do have some heavy chariots also coming out from Beijing. He is busy getting his other Crouching Tigers here for him to use. This wasn't the continent split, right? No. Did we have sugar anywhere? Or is this a +6 for Hazagi? Is this a +6? No, it's still +5 luxury attack bonus. So he has sugar somewhere. We just didn't see it. Where is his sugar tile and why don't we see it? Oh, here. Okay, there we go. In Natsakapotsarko, he has it to the south. Oh, crossbows coming in. This will be dangerous against the Crouching Tigers. Even if they are extremely strong on the offense, the Crouching Tigers are not as strong when they need to defend. They used to be. They actually used to be stronger. But then China, all that he needed to do is mass spam Crouching Tigers, and you couldn't push him. Well, is what it is. State churches coming in, shrines getting out, and I do see Springan is gonna get his trade routes on the water. We do have a city from Rome being sent over here to the west side between the mountains. Now, and I do see him starting to put some dams in his city, so he gets more adjacency towards his industrial zones. Already on 161 production, while Liege is on 107. It does seem like Trajan is managing to seem way faster and better than Cleopatra Ptolemaic. Even with that early tempo, it's still Cleopatra that's going to get the Colosseum and manage to roll in quite a few amenities. And looking at the era score, we do have Firsos going dark, and he is trying to take back Chengdu, while one of his swordsmen did die over here. It looks like Hazagi still needs to move his crossbows to start taking out the Chinese Crouching Tigers, and of course bring new meta-arms to the fight against his opponent. Okay, well, we do have Harar Hardrada also 3 points out from getting his gold ray. He should be there. He should be able to do it. Theater Squares Festivals coming up in winter. He did Is this gonna be a Berserker Boom Boom against Liege? Is this Berserker Boom Boom? Barsake going dark, so no +5 for Mapu. Yeah. But still, that is quite a problem. And you see that the Rom finally did actually try to go against the Vilnius at some point, couldn't manage to take out the city, but forced Barsaket to defend himself in that city center as well, deploy Victor, use one of his governor titles, while Rom keeps on building his infrastructure. He's getting a massive wave of units. You see? Wait, is this gonna be the great shipbuilding attack against his opponent? This is gonna be the great shipbuilding attack, isn't it? He's gonna move all of them on the coast, embark them, and then just move towards the capital city of Tyre without Phoenicia having a whiff of this. Oh my god. Yeah, it is what it is. He's not gonna, I mean, you know, horses poop in water. You don't smell the poop, you don't see the horses. It is what it is, right? One leads to the other. Berserker, boom, boom. Yes. A flying toilet. Hello there, sir. Good evening, good evening. Survivors. A survivor is above Civ? No. No, how can you say that? Welcome everybody, and we are watching the Freritos de la Vega going against Ulyss, game 1 of the best of 3 series. We do have Hazagi managing to punch through the defenses of Freritos' China, and right now the Crouching Tigers are trying to push back the Aztec man-at-arms. Aztec does manage to get his crossbows in line of sight of those Chinese units, and we're going to need to see what he's going to do over here when he's going to get to the other cities. He still is putting his men-at-arms, promoting them so he can upgrade them, and so he can repair them, and of course send them towards the Chinese capital. We do have Crouching Tigers managing to get out from China in droves, 1 2 3 4 5 at the moment, with another 4 in the build queues. He's just building Crouching Tigers, that's it, only building Crouching Tigers. That's a huge gamble. If Barsake has boats, then he loses his entire army. Yes, that is true. If Barsake has boats, I think that's the best prerequisite, right? If he has boats, and enough boats. Rom delaying Malon so he doesn't get normal. Kick double. I mean, he needs to, right? He kind of needs to. You see, are we going to see the Berserkers? It looks like Vegeta is going to get all of these warriors in the city of Jerusalem. And I do see him getting shipbuilding, naval tradition. He does have the upgrade button. We might just see them pop out. There we go. There we go. I think right now, Leech is thinking to himself that he's in deep trouble. Very deep trouble. Very deep. I mean, we got Tirits from the east, moving with so much science and culture. He cannot get those levels, and he's gonna get pushed over here by Norway. That would mean he's gonna be slowed down a little bit more while he was trying to get his Colosseum going for those extra amenities and extra culture points. He would have been placed on +3 in most of his cities. I would have imagined he would have wanted to do that because he felt like he needed to catch up to Rome. We're going to need to see what's going to happen in the Free Inquiry Golden Ages, or if they will pick in the next era the Free Inquiry Golden Ages. What is this? Golden, and they're going for dark, golden, and golden. Okay, so Rom is gonna be dark. He's gonna have at least a +5 card against his opponent. Phonish, he's not gonna have the +5 from Mapuche against Golden Agers anymore, though. Okay, looks like we got Hazagi pushing. We got him pushing against China with his crossbows. He can deal the initial damage, follow up with the mana-times, and take those down, while the defensive tiles over here of China don't seem to be giving him what he needs for the defense, actually. Like, these encampment tiles are going to be squishy. We got Aztec are building so many men-at-arms and sending them from his cities here. It looks like just a wave after wave of men-at-arms, new units. Can you imagine like this? Can you imagine living in Texcoco and seeing, like, from every few years you just see lines of units passing by? You're just sitting in front of the porch over there in front of your house, and you're like I don't know, drinking an ale or something, whatever was in that part of the world, and you see like units, and you're like, hello, good luck guys, good luck. I mean, there were others moving that way, they went that way. Let's just keep going, you know, like you go past the lake, and then you start to hear people talking funny. That's where you stop. That's what you actually want to take, you know, the people talking funny over there. Pretty sure he's pen brush and voice. Wait, he has 2 com hubs on Liege, Free Inquiry. I wasn't talking about Liege. I was talking about more Rome rather than Liege when it came down to a free inquiry. I'm quite curious if Tiritz is gonna be a free inquiry. There we go. So my initial worry was that Tiritz is gonna get extremely quickly to a technology like, for example, Cuirassiers, and will have the ability to push through his opponent, especially with how much gold per turn. Looking at just the gold per turn, it's basically an apocalypse on Team Ulyss, with only Distoria making 59 gold a turn, while Hazagi is 9, Liege is 14, Rom is 6, and on the other side we got Freritos over here with 92, 104, 161, you know, and 3 gold a turn from Freritos. We're gonna also have a pause for 2 minutes. We're gonna need to synchronize over here our choices with Malm, and we're gonna come back to see, and I'm gonna need to see what the cat wants in the other room, because she's crying. Bonsoir, monsieur. I go B. Recon, you. There we go. Okay. Be right back. 2 minutes. Oh my god, I need to hurt my cats. Okay, we got the Berserkers going in. Looks like we do have to talk about all of their Frinkuri Golden Ages here, and also what's going on with Aztec pushing into Beijing, what happened in the Congress. Heavy chariots, heavy calves, you get +5. We do have not growing via borders Liege, and it looks like a Diplo, 2 Diplo on Vegeta. Interesting. That's on. That's here, right? So he's gonna. Oh, look at the mass expansion of his religion over here. He's gonna grow in the science extremely quickly. He did switch to a Frinkuri Golden Age this time. 118 science with 92 culture. Definitely making a lot more than Philip II on the other side. They are adopting the Frinkuri strategies here. Barsaket 24 and 36. It's a terrible moment for him. Terrible moment. Good thing is his opponent doesn't have that many points either, right? 45 and 29 is not that big. And well, we're going to need to see what's going to happen over here with Rom, keeping his army able to go against his opponent through the seas. We're going to need to see if he's actually going to embark and disembark them on the other side. We did have also Rome with a Frinkuri Golden Age getting his spy out, building a lot of wonders here. Jebel Barkal with Figilva Kizivani. I do see an encampment from Setia. Already has 219 points of production. That's big. 150 science, 57 culture with 150 gold a turn. Wait, is this going through or is this not going through? Looks like Long Sea is probably gonna... No, it's gonna survive a little while longer. Only 2 crossbows with a lot of units, but has no road between Chengdu and Texcoco, and this forest is slowing him down so much. He really needs to get more units there. Stack? Oh, stack in Beijing. Yeah. Leech Dinner Night Up. Yeah. Well, we do have knights coming in from Legion. It looks like Norway is going to manage to get his pillages over here. At least one tile, one mine will get pillaged, and I'm pretty sure the other horse might actually be taken down quickly. You do have Leech here with 77 science, with 112 culture on 130 production, managing to put defense in the face of all of these berserkers, and also getting the walls up in Swene to help him defend this a little bit more. Pingala establishing in Aketatan. He's going to get an influx of science over here soon, but I guess we're going to need to see if it's going to be enough. We got him, we got also Hazagi with a Pen Bash and Voice Golden 48 and 32. He is managing to get his libraries up for more science, while he's managing to put quite a bit of pressure on China. At the moment, can't really get to the capital city of China. Beijing is starting to get defended by a serious amount of crouching tigers, and these do eat very quickly the maritime strength, especially if it gets close up and personal with them. Longxi looks like he's gonna get attacked by Longxi, actually, by catapults, and we do have the maritimes that need to get into that border also. He did manage to delete the encampment though, that's good. That's getting repaired right now from Beijing. Looking at Distoria, 68 science with 74 culture, Pen Bash and Voice Golden Age this time around for him. He's on 246 series and is getting attacked by Norway. We got coursers coming in from Norway that are going to manage to get through, or I should say next to Lake Victoria. Wait, is he actually going to get a builder with an archer? Is he actually gonna get a builder with an archer? Oh my god. Okay, no, it's fine. The story just shifted that out of the way. He's still gonna pillage the sugar tile, and he will. How did this heavy chariot get into the main lands, the main trade routes, the juice in the meat? He's getting into the meat. How did this happen? Chinguetti on the other side, man. Snow Duck, hello there, sir, and good evening. Woohoo! Hello! It's all good, it's all good. With Shifter, wasted 3 series products. Okay, CC plus, he's getting 3 traders. Yeah, I mean, this heavy chariot, man. This heavy chariot. Unbelievable. He's feasting on so many chariots right now. Getting these coursers to actually attack Akoryunia. He found out there aren't that many defensive units over there. And of course, I gotta say the funds over here for Distoria to benefit from, if he wants to buy something, are extremely limited, if non-existent, I would say, actually. We got Norway sending those missionaries, and he's gonna start converting his allies. He's gonna get a lot of science points, and he's already with 127 versus Distoria 78. I would imagine he's gonna keep his double points advantage against his opponent quite quickly for a long time. I mean, Longchi is half HP right now. China did manage to counterattack into one of the crossbows of his opponents and took it down. That is again a valuable unit for Hazaki that he shouldn't actually play with that much, as in he should keep it as much as possible. Looks like he I cannot over no how do you say that? I want to stress what Hazagi did over here. He knew he doesn't have time to actually get a builder to chop that forest. He knew he doesn't have time to switch the trader or get a new one, so he just sacrifice his campus location, his +1 possible, so he takes out the forest, deletes the extra charge that he would have over there, or I should say the extra production that he would have for it, for giving it up for the speed of these men-at-arms to get onto the front line, so he can actually get them to bear against China, not give China time to rebuild his forces before he gets there. He saw how fast China can actually get counters against him, and he saw that it's not something he can actually survive if he doesn't get his reinforcements done, and that forest was just sitting in the way, right? Why do Hungary when you have Norway? Yeah. I mean, I would say Hungary is still much better than Norway. I do have to say this. When it comes to city-states, I would still say Hungary is much better at being annoying by choosing city-states. Now we do have Freritos over here getting that city on the T-tile. He's finishing up his industrial zones. These are going to be amazing ones, by the way. That's a +6 not built. That's a +14, +7 double. He's going to get his skill Vaskisivani, and he does have Moksha in the city of Kume. That is the city that Vegeta is definitely going to need to convert. We do have Vegeta's also coursers, Norwegian coursers, about to disembark over here through the lake, from the Lake Victoria. He needs to be careful not to show them so his opponent is not going to get a heads up, but I don't think he's going to do that easy. He's just going to walk in face first into Spain. Yeah, I think he's just going to walk in face first. Okay, Grandmaster Chapel coming in somewhere. Yes, he did actually manage to finish it. He's getting a spy out next turn, and I do see campuses coming out in campus research projects coming out in 3 turns. I do want to take a look here. So Rom is not really managing to do that much against Phoenicia, but they kind of erased each other out. And we still have a serious amount of goal per turn from Barsake and none from Rom. So still, I would say that Barsake is managing to keep up to be relevant in the game here. Then we do have Firsos that is kind of dying from Freritos de la Vega, but late game possibilities, Vegeta and I would say Rome and Norway will have both the abilities to go against their opponents, against the Ptolemaic, their next door neighbors, right? Ptolemaic and Spain, and take them out, while Montezuma, the biggest question is, can Montezuma become big enough by the time his allies die so he can make this a comeback into the game? Right? Is that correct? What's going on here? Into Dark Age Irel, they had no gold. They're on the 7 Seas. It's the 75 EA. Okay. He made the 500 military forces and then team no gold to upgrade. Yes, the goal per turn here is a problem. Is a big problem on Team Ulyss, and it looks like Norway is just gonna get in those courses and he will start pillaging his opponent over here slowly but surely. He got one on the campus of Barcelona, and he might actually get it into the trader line. Like this courser is so fast that he's gonna get into the main trader line again and gonna slow down Spain. I do have to mention, whenever you're gonna go Magnus, whenever you're gonna go commercials opening, harbor opening, into a lot of trade routes, you're basing all of the tempo on those traders, because you're not gonna get the stats up as quickly as you would have if you go campus into Moksha, into Pingala or anything else. You're just gonna have to build them, so you have quite a bit of tempo lost if you lose your traders, if you lose that something that actually keeps you going at the beginning, gives you that extra bonus at the beginning. It will hurt you, basically cripple you in the game. Hey, hello there, Heinig Dave. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Montezuma isn't going to ever match Norway and Rome in stats. Alex 2005 is making a point over here. Yes, it's gonna be extremely hard. Aztec doesn't really have the setup, but I'm pretty sure he can transition into something a little bit more sim-like, but he's still not gonna have the damage or even the placement. I would say actually the placement of his cities to do anything about Norway, about Rome here. If he can do anything, it's probably to just get gold for his teammates, try to boost stuff, like try to get back into the science screen. But no, what am I talking about? That sounds like a very, very wet dream over here for him. This is not gonna happen. Okay, we got Vegeta managing to get into the coursers. With this one, he doesn't have a promotion, but he's managing to get it closer to the capital city of his opponent. And yes, you do see that Historia is trying to follow this up, try to see where that cursor is. Vegeta put it in such a way that he's gonna move it on the farm tiles and get back his health. Oh, this is just gonna be more and more annoying. Okay, we do have universities coming up from Aquila, and I do see builders from Ostia, 1 turn kill Vakisivani, and university is also finishing up from the other cities. Finally, the industrial zone getting out next turn, and I do see the Norwegian missionaries are starting to make their way towards the Phoenician cities, which did get a religion. Wait a second, Phoenicia actually managed to get a religion here. what was it? Phoenicia got Defender of the Faith with the religious community, and Spain has Jesuit education with a crusade. So also Spain did get the religion. That means his units should have a +5 if he did manage to convert. Yeah, there we go. He did. Oh, actually, he doesn't need to convert. He just needs the religion. Kick W. Okay. Another courser to the south doesn't really have much to do here, but he did manage to pillage. Basically, he got back his money for the courser upgrades. Okay, we do have Tirits also following up with a campus over here in his capital city next to that holy site, and Gavron Plaza will not have that much culture, but he did manage to make some theater squares. Not a lot of wonders for them. I do have to say the stats screen right here is showing us quite a troubling picture. Freritos de la Vega Vegeta Spriggan is already 157 science and 109. There is no drop inside for him. We just see him get more and more points. While Tirits is going to be also 192 science and 73 culture. On the other side, Liege is 102 and 126 with 148 points of production. Significantly less, more than 25% less than his opponents are making. We do have China managing to get a lot of knights out and quite a few crouching tigers. It looks like the crouching tigers are starting to lose their shine, and Hazagi is putting more and more units against this. It looks like he is, yeah, he's doing enough damage. It's just slow to actually take all of the cities of China. He cannot stop building units, by the way. The second he switches towards making any kind of sim, he's gonna lose the front line. He's gonna lose his front line. Yeah, Freritos seemed very well. Yeah. Dido is settling the wonder. Which one? Well. Oh, wait. Where did this come from? Rom is actually sending units to Ostia. Oh, he didn't know that you can't really get onto those tiles, did he? He didn't know. And he's just gonna be left watching these cities without the ability to climb the cliffs. Kick W. Anyway, we got some knights coming in, and yes, it looks like Phoenicia is gonna send the city over there to Piotahi. We didn't have Rome actually sending this, even though they do see it. Okay, Phoenicia got a spy in Mapuche. Mapuche is upgrading right now his manual raiders. He did manage to get his terracotta army, the +1 experience for the manual raiders to get their promotions. Very nice. More libraries coming in, but still the science on him and Barsake is just not going to be on the same level of everybody else. Let's see the griefing of Spain. What's going on here? Okay, his traders are alive. He did manage to take out that courser. Looks like there was no shift enter from Vegeta there. And I do notice that he's trying to figure out exactly where the other Norwegian units are. He's gonna find them next to Late Victoria. We don't really have new ones from Vegeta. I do see Jerusalem is also getting under attack by Liege, but I don't think he's actually gonna punch through easily into that city center. Even if it's just 30 with a wall, the knights are just not gonna be that good. Now we got universities, Vegeta getting some campuses, and he did also choose to go for pagodas. So they will have the opportunity to get the Diplo on their side. And they did manage to roll the first points, and Norway will have the opportunity to get the Statue of Liberty over there. We do need to see who's gonna manage to get the engineers to help him build that. Kilvakisivani did already finish. We do have also those industrial zones in Antium. There was another wonder here. Oh, this one, Jebel, but it's still under construction. He switched because of these Mapuche units. And look at Mapuche. Okay, I'm trying to imagine how does this even work in real life? You wake up every day, you go to the coast, you actually camp next to the coast and try to watch boats filled with horses. move around the coast without the ability to watch this, and you do this every day and you try to figure out where they're actually gonna get onto one beach they're actually gonna disembark? Is this what's happening? This is kind of what's happening here. Imagine doing that in real life. Imagine just sitting on top of cliffs over there, just watching from a mile away those boats from afar, trying to hit them with rocks from so far away. Of course you don't actually hit them, you don't do anything, and that's it. Your only choice is to what? Curse at them? Yeah, I'm gonna get you, bro. We're gonna get you. You just come back here. Yeah, you just come down onto this beach and we're gonna have it out. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how it is. They can fling the horses over cliffs like in that movie. Oh yeah, exactly, right? Woo! I mean, who doesn't actually wait? Chat, I need to be serious now. You cannot lift a horse? What? Wow. I mean, I don't know, man. That sounds like, I don't know, lifting horses is just, you know, Romanian specialty. We lift horses from when we are small. Our little finger can lift horses. 10,000 soldiers need to eat something. Police, yeah, true. Yeah, wait, Salty Banner is also how does he maintain those horses at sea? Shouldn't they take attrition damage? They should, and it looks like Barsak is sending some Byrings to actually help out deal the damage against these units. Yes, we still have quite a few knights coming in, and yes, they kind of know where Mapuche is gonna go, so they're gonna just catch them next to the cliffs, man. Yeah, lifting horses as in off the ground, not as in stealing them. Yes, that is so true. Yes, I mean, that's what I said. It's from the middle finger. It's from the little finger, right? Yeah. Lifting horses from the ground. Yes, I mean, like lifting trucks. You've seen those people on TV that lift trucks, basically like that. That's what I'm referring to. They have 5 breads and 2 fishes with them. Siltek is saying, yeah? Trojan horses, yes. Oh my God. Why would you... I'm sorry, this might be an emergency. I need to actually let me put a screen over here and give me just a minute. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I can barely keep my eyes open to sleepy. See you tomorrow, Nemesis. Good evening, sir. Okay, what's going on here? I'm sorry for that. We do have China actually pushing back Aztec. Looks like there weren't enough units from Aztec to finish the job here in the city of Beijing. Yes, low HP as it is. It's probably going to lose the walls next turn. Let's see if Hazaki is going to manage to actually take it out. The new men-at-arms are next to their opponents. And yes, I do see he's trying to wrap around from the north. Rome is managing to keep his borders here. Rome is not going to get pillaged by his opponent. Yes, we do have some heavy chariots getting in there.
Snowdak_ has joined the round table.
Snowdak, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. How important is it for one teammate to survive? Very important, sir. What's happening in the game? We're still taking a look at quite a few griefing moments happening over here with Phoenicia getting griefed by Mapuche. We do have those Malon Raiders that are getting upgraded and maybe will go towards they will go towards Nalanda and towards Norway. Of course, Norway can actually close this two-tile choke without that many issues. He does have quite a bit of strength, and he probably sees what's going on in Nalanda. Tiric is the one that is having the Suze on Nalanda. We do have also Mapuche trying to pillage Rome. China is being bullied very hard by Hazagi. Aztec, by the looks of it, is going to get his units close up and personal with the city of Beijing, which is still trying to get the intelligence agency. And of course, we do have Freritos trying to snipe this trebuchet off the ground so he doesn't give the opportunity to his opponent to keep on smashing the city center unimpeded. Those crouching tigers looks like they still have quite a bit of teeth in them. Zagi and the men at arms just weren't enough to punch through. Woohoo! 30 months, thank you so much for the prime, sir. Bonjour, bonsoir, monsieur.
Banker.
Okay, so to talk about the alliances, it's very important to have the matchup, the pairing in alliances, the 1-1, because you need to have a military alliance in the game, and if you have only 3 players, you cannot make a military alliance for one of you. The second part of why keeping up 4 players is important, even if they do just settle somewhere in the tundra somewhere, they stay alive, they get to vote into the World Congress, and it might mean the difference between you winning the World Congress and the World Congress and you losing the World Congress. That's the problem. How the method is for Aztec with so many units lost in enemy lands? We'll see. Just give me a second to take a look what Mapuche is going to do here. Looks like he's going to lose all of his units the second he disembarks, man. Yeah, all of his units. He lost all of his units. Okay, Mapuche also, Nalanda, looks like horses are coming in. They're gonna just make a line of defense, and well, we're probably gonna see him here needing to defend this. Let's take a look here. We do have Hazagi about to take over the city of Beijing. That city is very, very low HP. He's not gonna get to grab that much, but I think that, yeah, there we go. The knights are gonna take that front of the city, and this might actually wait, does he have... No. Oh, Hazagi has Musketman. He just needs to upgrade the next tier units into Musketman. And I don't see Freritos managing to get that. Anyway, chat was asking me about amenities. We do have him still on +3. He is managing to keep up his amenities, while we do have -3 over here on Beijing. I'm pretty sure Beijing did lose a lot more units. And taking a look at what's going on here, looks like Aztec did hesitate to upgrade his units into Musketman, and because of that, well, China did actually manage to take out another one of his men-at-arms here. We do have pikemen. Wait, no. Ah, there we go. There. I mean, that would have just been sad, bro. Getting pikemen over here instead of his strong units like a Musketman, which you build faster. Someone bad game from Rome. I mean, I guess he did try to do some. He did do well in Phoenicia. I think his mistake was focusing his efforts on the bastion of Phoenicia instead of focusing his efforts on the easy to take, quote unquote, other city. For example, Vilnius over here, or even trying to get to Ainuk, arriving over here next to his cities, next to his opponent's cities, where Barsake was basically preparing his defense, wasn't really the, I would say, the way. Wasn't the way. He couldn't have known, though. I don't think he could have known from the beginning exactly what Barsake is doing. He just tried to get there as quickly as possible and basically got one turn too late. Do we have any more pillaging being done? Looks like this story did manage to jump up over 115 science, but Vegeta is double those points for a long time. We do have Vegeta with more than 1,000 points acquired. The difference in the total science versus Distoria, while I do see Tirits is 3,500 points of science. Bro. I mean, Rome is about to make double his amount to acquire double the amounts of points in the game, in the total game, versus anybody else from his team or his opponents. I don't think he focused too hard on the Malons and didn't have the goal for it. Maybe Freritos just buys China units every turn. Yeah, I do have to say it's not usually the player that goes for the units. He basically was doing his job, right? At that point, the team needs to give you the gold. You can't really make gold, or yes, there are some scenarios, yes, when you can make your own gold, but you can't really make your own gold and go for a timing attack for units at the same time. Big Game also asking good questions over here. Let's see what's going on in the Grey People screen. Looks like Galilei is the next scientist, and we did not have Newton, nor did we have Ibn Khaldun being chosen. Rome did manage to also recruit Imhotep and Isodor of Miletus. He got quite a bit of an influx of production into those wonders, and right now he's factoring up. Wait, how far is even Leech? Oh my god, man. I mean, we're gonna have basically jet bombers fighting cuirassiers here from Egypt. Is Egypt even gonna get 2 tanks? Yeah, I don't know, because this kind of looks like it's gonna be deadly against Cleopatra here next to him. And I do have to say, Cleopatra is starting to get his encampments up. He definitely knows what's up. It's gonna happen. And I do see that Rome is gonna try to take out Chiaguana as well for an extra city center, which is trying to get knights. This is gonna be very annoying. That's already 48 defense strength. Got a wall up. Doesn't seem like Rome is gonna push through anymore. If Rome just sends units to Norway. Rome is sending units to Norway, but he's figured out very quickly that Norway has way more science than him, and he also has the faith pattern to buy them wherever he wants. Basically, this is the strength of having the GMC, right? Halaiku, good evening, sir, and welcome. 30 seconds in Romanian. Ooh, I need to prepare myself for that. Avem o grămadă de haos pe toată harta. Vedem în următoarele momente cum frații de la Vega reușesc să se înfrunte cu Ulyss, echipa Ulyss. În prima fază a jocului au reușit să își acapareze destul de mult avantaj împotriva celor de la Ulyss. Vedem cum economia celor fraților este mult mai bună. Vedem în același timp cum știința lor, descoperirile științifice vin mult mai repede când vine vorba de joc, de tehnologie. And I think that's kind of like 30 seconds, right? That's kind of like 30 seconds. I would imagine it's kind of like 30 seconds. Does every game have 2 players going IRL from both sides? What is the role of these players really? Jabuloso, hello there, sir, and welcome. I'm having a stroke. So first of all, it's not really them wanting to be IRL, but it usually because of how the positioning is on the map, how the roles are being split next to them, between them. When it comes to the team composition and the Civ composition, it is a strategic part of how they approach the game. So for example, having a nation going against other nations around them and slowing them down, forcing to make a military, will allow their backline allies to get more stats over those nations they are fighting and managing to allow them to clean them up later on. Remember, these players are playing a very, very hard balancing game between how much they need to spend, and this is going on in every game regardless of what kind of Civ they're gonna play. They need to keep a balance between their production capabilities, goal per turn, and their ability, their tempo going into the late game. And this is alongside all of those stats. The stats, if you compare them to this, are not as relevant as you might think. Yes, they will be relevant at the results, but the stats, I keep the stats, all of those stats, I'm translating it into tempo. Leech got Jerusalem. He did manage to go through the walls and got Jerusalem. Yes. And look at that, it was enough. I stand corrected. It was enough to actually go with like 3 knights with a single Mariano Chariot Archer to go against a 48 defense strength city. Hand done is hand done. Is it? Oh, that's terrible. It's one ironclad. He got Isun Sin over there, upgraded into an ironclad, increased his defense strength, and also got the ability to attack into his opponent with it. Looks like more manual raiders are coming in from Rome 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 over here at the count with the also one general. Looks like Norway, he started buying off some heavy chariots in the south. Of course, he's gonna have the ability to upgrade them into cuirassiers soon. He's gonna get siege tactics, nationalism in 2 turns, while he's hard building a few more knights. I'm pretty sure this is also to eat up his iron, I mean. Looking at the production capabilities, looks like Tirits is managing to get double the numbers of Distoria, while I do see Vegeta is 324, still 30% more than his opponents are making. Than his opponent is making. In Cammons, coming out from multiple series of Liege, I would imagine he's building them with veterancy, and I do want to say Tirits over here is managing to get all of those production capabilities because of his industrialization. He is gonna get also converted by his ally over here by Norway, and that's one of the reasons Norway is starting to have such a big science number. 257 science, 120 culture, coming up from a lot of the population converted from Rome and soon from Phoenicia. He can have so many more points just by converting the cities of Phoenicia here. Why did Liege settle off water? So he gets the, well, I would say he gets the cities, as many cities as possible. That's why. Mendes, Swenet, Cyrene, Shedet, all of those are non-freshwater. And I gotta say, guys, I asked you, and chat told me that you would actually sacrifice the March tile. I want to point out that Liege had a very big heart, and he did not want to, you know, just destroy such an awesome land as this March tile next to a mountain. I mean, you just don't do this, right? He kept the cookie. Exactly. He kept the cookie. He likes cookie. Exactly. I mean, I like cookies too, you know. I would have settled the city in a different position, but still, to get the cookie and get the, how to say, the hand in the jar at the same time. We got coal power plants coming in, and yes, they're gonna get out next turn, giving those extra production points, while I do see new industrial zones in the north. I do want to see what's going on here in the southeast, with Norway putting the musketmen in the front line. Looks like Mapuche is having a very hard time to punch through this knight line with musketman line. He does have level 2 promoted Malons, so I would imagine that would help him, while Norway just keeps on using his faith pattern of 278 to keep on buying units and sending them towards the south. There we go. We just saw another heavy chariot pop, 2 heavy chariots pop. He's gonna build himself an army very quickly here. It looks like also Handan has been taken down. Distoria is gonna keep that city, and he's also gonna have to do something over here. Is he gonna do? No, he's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna wait for Hazagi to keep on pushing, because Hazagi's units, the men at arms he was pushing with, died. We do need to see how the musketmen will fare against the Chinese units, and looking at the crouching tigers, they still scratch the musketmen quite a bit. We do have more musketmen coming in, and Gammon training project, so he gets a general for them. He does have only Hannibal Barca. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, looks like Spain is also starting to gear up for war. We got this story on 157 science. He was in a Pembrush and Voice Golden Age, so he's gonna keep that science. And I guess we do still have 5 more turns until the era is gonna switch. Colossus is gonna get out in Toledo in 5 turns. That's 1 turn too late if he wants the points for the Golden Age. No, Colossus over here in 4 turns is Stavager. Okay, so Rom is gonna get the ability to push in. That knight does not have enough promotion points, and looks like, yeah, the Maloraider did manage to take it down. It's not gonna be staying down for long. I'm pretty sure Norway is just gonna replace it with another unit. Looking at the tech side, Norway is gonna need to click on another technology. I would imagine ballistics is gonna be his way, so he gets the heavy chariots upgraded into cuirassiers, which will deal the damage against the Malораiders, being one whole tech above them. Cookie! Yeah, we got cookies. Oh man, I got today some amazing French fries, by the way. I was looking through the menus of different restaurants and so on, and I saw one that is like dedicated to French fries, and I was like, I gotta have this, bro. I gotta try this once. And oh my god, the sauces. Amazing. Very nice, very nice. I was very happy. Anyway, we got some stables coming up in Madrid here, and yes, I do see 3 turns there, 3 turns. Oh, he's managing to tie up the time in Stavager. Let's see who's actually first over here in the lobby. Is it gonna be Distoria? It's gonna be Distoria here. That's he's gonna have priority when it comes to building up this Colossus. Did you take a picture of the French fries? I'm hungry. No, but I can actually give you the picture from. Let me give me a second over here. I can give you a picture from what was. Mm. Basically this. Wait, can I put it on the big screen? Oh. Okay, this one on the right side. This one. Oh my god. Bacon, sauces, cheesy madness or something, cheesy crazy. Oh my god, you know how good it was? Amazing, amazing. I'm gonna need to get some more, definitely. The only bad thing about it, you know how it is, when something good comes, you need to have something bad about it anyway. I ordered a lot more sauces and cutlery and stuff like that, and didn't give me any. I was like, wah, what is this? I'm pretty sure, I'm not even sure who's at fault there, but I did make a, you know, downvote. Too good looking. Yeah, don't do this to me. I mean, it's amazing. Anyway, Isodoro Viletus here with Forbidden City in 510s. Looks like Tiritz is gonna get some help into that. He kept on punishing Caguana for being next to his borders, and as you can see, he was pushing back the units of his opponent back to his own part of the territory here. Galilei got picked. Let's actually see who got Newton. We got Spain getting Newton, Filippo on Rome, and looks like Rome got Ibn Khaldun. Rome doesn't have Colosseum, so I guess Ibn Khaldun is not going to be as effective as usual, but he does have +3 happiness, so that's pretty good. Getting to 110 a spy over here. What's with this production, man? 488 points of production versus 200 of Dystoria and 257 of Liege. He's not only that, but also 281 science versus Legion's 172. That's just, I don't know what to say, man. That's just such a big difference. Okay, 210s Colossus Stavager, 210s here. So it looks like Stavager is gonna lose it by what it looks like. Okay, Mapuche kind of stop pushing over here. We do have privateers from the seas taking out the Manon Raiders, and slowly a lot more knights are showing up to the southern borders. I do have to say, because this will have the unfortunate side effect of forcing Norway to get an army out, and that army will probably be used afterwards to grief Spain. So he's basically creating in his opponent the means for his opponent to take out his other ally. What? This could be a domination victory. GDR rush. Woo! Yes, it might be actually. Isn't Freritos way ahead at that point with Rome and Vegeta? They are at this point, and I'm pretty sure that in the Ulyss comms and so on, they are trying to see what they can do to bring this game back, and we're going to need to see what happens if they do manage to take out Firsos altogether. Taking out Firsos over here, taking out an extra alliance, an extra voting member in the World Congress is going to be significantly problematic for Freritos, but with such a good advantage on the other side, on I would say Vegeta and Tiritz, they might actually get it back. Hazaki is taking his good old time to actually take out the last two remaining cities of Firsos, and Firsos, as you can see over here, is not making it easy at all for him. These crouching tigers are still relevant against the Moscow men. We do have El Cid showing up. China is upgrading knights over here and making them quite strong. Not easy at all. Crouching level 2 crouching tigers with Victor, with the general, with the volley promotion and so on. They do have 74 strength against the musket 69. Yeah, they're so strong. They are so strong. He just needed so many of them. That was the problem. If you would have had like another, like probably 4 of them, like 4 archers to upgrade into these, and they had the gold for him, I don't think he would have lost a single city. I don't think he would have lost Chengdu if he would have had another 4 of those and the gold to upgrade them. That's a prerequisite. I think the gold was the issue, right? Was it actually? Was it the golden? Yeah, I mean, it's 135 a pop, so yeah, I would say it is the issue. Anyway, yeah, looks like Vegeta is and Tirits are actually mirroring each other when it comes to the science, 276, 274, and they are making so much more gold than their opponents, 200, 200, and 300 gold a turn here for Freritos, while they're barely losing Freritos is minus 27. Wait, they have so much gold per turn, they could just straight up buy 1 or 2 units in the lands of China per turn, and even have more to spare, like WTF, bro. Lich is going cuirassiers. He's probably going cuirassiers, yes, into well, he needs to defend himself, and there is no way that he's gonna have the time to get to industrialization and back again towards ballistics or steel, because he would need steel to defend himself in the time that the Tirits manages to get to for example tanks or planes and so on. Like Tirits is so far away, so far ahead when it comes to the science and the production capabilities, that I'm pretty sure Lich is aware that his only way of staying alive and somewhat relevant in the game is to get to a technological level, to get to a technology, not technological level, to be able to withstand Rome over here as long as possible. I would imagine Rome is going to want to guarantee his attack against his opponent, and we're probably going to be watching tank cores against Lich or jet bombers. Like, if he wants to guarantee, it's probably jet bombers against Lich. Anyway, we'll see. We do have Norway managing to get a line of units to defend these Malon Raiders. He's also stopping Mapuche from getting into Anshan, or trying to stop him from getting into Anshan. While we do have Cavs upgraded from the Historia, we will have quite a few units being done here. Oh. Wait a second, Vegeta is gonna get cuirassiers against Jerusalem through the mountain tunnel. Check this out, boys. Check this out. They might even stop Galileo Galilei from doing his thing. Can you imagine how rude Galileo Galilei will think of the cuirassiers? Can you imagine how rude this is? You're just sitting over there, you're praying between the mountains, there's like peace and quiet everywhere. You hear the birds, you hear, you know, how the water actually falls, the leaves, you know, you hear the wind blowing, and then you just see a big hole coming out of the mountain next to you, and a lot of horses just going and to push you back into your own city. WTF, bro? That is so rude. That is so rude. You just wanted to have fun, you know? Just chill over there. Make some science. Do you need both top and the bottom text for the GDRs, or no? You don't need the top 3 for, or not for the full top 3 for GDRs. You need some. You need some. Oh no, you do. You do. Sorry, you do. You do not. You do not need the. No, you do need both, because you need lasers. You need computers. That's top 3, and you need also guidance systems. So guidance systems is coming from middle 3, while laser is going to come from the bottom 3. You cannot get combined arms without getting combustion first. So it's the full. It's the full bottom 3. You need everything for GDRs. Okay, so this is the turn that Vegeta is going to have the ability to get that tunnel through, and we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to take back Jerusalem. That city is rebelling already. We do have Kiaguana also being taken down. Tirits is going to get to repair his units. He's finishing up his factories, and of course getting those production rolling. He's also eyeballing labs over here as quickly as possible with replaceable parts coming up in one turn. I do notice Vegeta is starting to get field cannons out and cuirassiers, not to mention camps. These are going to manage to take out Mapuche's units quite quickly, and even if Spain is going to have a few of his camps coming into the lands of Norway, I wouldn't imagine they're going to do more than just pillage a few tiles or something, because other than this, it does look like Norway will have this in the bag. They have enough gold to upgrade whatever they need here. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a disaster. Freritos is pushing back Hazagi. How did this even happen? He was, I guess it was too late. It was too late. And I'm actually a bit surprised that the story is not moving. Oh no, he doesn't need to. He would need to actually put that city next to Longxi. But anyway, that city of Handan is rebelling in 2 turns. I guess doesn't care that much anymore. The Crouching Tigers, man. The Crouching Tigers. They just took out all of these Aztecian Musket, man. And Freritos will keep on having 4 members until Hazak is gonna find a way to finally take out China. Oh, mamma mia. Magnifico. Yes. Can you cut up through a mountain tunnel? I think you should be able to, yes. Okay, there we go. We got the first cuirassier stepping on Galileo Galilei. That guy, man, that guy basically got caught on the toilet and got pushed back into the city center. Oh well, I guess it is what it is. You see, you don't poop when you pray. That's simple. Anyway, let's actually see what's going on over here. I'm gonna put some this. I'm gonna put into gold because I really hope they're not gonna go for gold. Religious gold, and you. We're gonna have a pause of 2 minutes over here. If Isaac could build some roads around the place, he'd have one, but the choke destroyed his reinforcement rate. Yes, the reinforcement rate was very bad there. Very bad. Okay, 2 minutes as a pause, and we're coming back. Bam. Okay, well, I see the cuirassier is getting mashed by the cuirassier of his opponent, and yes, Spain is getting Cav in Bergen. That was fast, and it looks like Vegeta is just gonna wrap around it with his own units, and gonna probably upgrade a few of them more. We do have another tunnel that will allow the cuirassiers to just bypass the city of Jerusalem and get out into Egyptian lands. Egypt is gonna also be in danger from the north. I'm pretty sure Tirit's here will get enough science to keep him going. 319. He's still double the amount of science that the Liege is making. Also, he was religious, but by the end of the church got in the way of his hands, so he had to pick with the church itself. They got units for Firsos. I'm thinking they might have actually got both units here for Firsos. There needed to be something to help him back in the game, and I'm pretty sure they had enough gold per turn. Like right now, oh my god, they're making 1,000 gold per turn. They're making more than 1,000 gold per turn. Reform the coinage, reform the coinage, reform the coinage on Freritos, guys. We got 219, 393, and 569 gold a turn on Freritos. I mean, if this is not them flexing, I don't know what is. We got also on the other side, the Liege with 134 gold and the story on 116, both of them in the Dark Age, while it looks like Normal Age on Romrom, and Hazaki is going to be on his Dark Age as well. Romrom did manage to, well, settle another 3 cities. Actually, 2 cities, Inapiremapo and Nagmapo on the east side. That's about it. Didn't get that. These cities. Honestly, I was like so expecting him to settle this side over here. I'm not sure if he did well or not to not settle it, but I do see another city over here towards the north of Brussels. He did manage to put a lot of pressure on Phoenicia and kept Phoenicia from being relevant, but in the stats. But I'm pretty sure it was very relevant for him to keep his goal per turn. Please fix that, Ulyss. Oh my God, why didn't you say, man? I made a typo. Yes, sir. Thank you. I mean, just tell me about these typos, man. You know. Forking Knight also, good evening, sir. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, let's see what's going on here. It looks like Freritos is getting his Crouching Tigers back. He did lose a level 2-1 in the encampment over there, while he's going to need to do the damage against the musket. Looks like Freritos at the moment, well, might get overmatched here by Hazagi. We do still have a good decent amount of musketmen coming out from the cities of Hazaki and getting onto the front line, while he is losing those quickly because of the Crouching Tigers. There's so much more gold that Freritos is going to need to in the next part of the game, and he can have from his allies. Wow, wait, he's even trading with Cinguetti, KW. Anyway, we do have Distoria losing his Scav. Looks like Norway is going to get to push into Jerusalem. We will probably see steel walls not far away from this. Liege is 4 turns away from steel. That's why he's actually not that worried about the garrison defense strength for Jerusalem. I'm actually quite curious if the cuirassier, no, it's not going to manage to take it down in 3 turns, even if it gets like new ones to keep pushing through. While it looks like Liege is going to want to shift enter his unit on the right style, so he stops Norway from getting through. Well, that would give Norway a single direction to go against, and that's going to be Spain towards his west side. We do need to see if he's going to manage to get the generals for that, and also if Spain is going to manage to defend himself here. And we do have Spain. Give me a second. So Santa Cruz Admiral right over here. Montezuma did manage to get El Cid. Oh, they're still in the Renaissance industrial ones in the generals. Mapuche is going to get a chance to get one. Norway also has a chance. Egypt and Spain is 15 points of his own, and we might actually see him do a project and get one of those. He needs a modern one. He really needs a industrial modern one. Okay. Sorry about this. I'm just putting some water. Okay. Okay. What's the science count? Do I even need to take a look at the text here? We got 41 text on Vegeta, Tirits is on 43, Distoria is on 34, and Liege is on 36. Oh. Yeah. This is Big Benus. Big Ben was coming through. Filippo Brunelleschi might actually not finish it this turn, but he does have the opportunity to go for it. I think he just put it to sleep. 2 turns for Rome to get that Big Benus, and I'm pretty sure they want to keep as much gold as possible. Imagine how much gold they're gonna make, because they already have a lot of gold per turn. If they just keep the gold for like 4 turns, they're just gonna have such a big boost from Big Ben. Such a big boost. Okay, there we go. Putting some water in. We also have him going for his stock exchanges over here. Again, more gold. Alhambra being built in 3 turns from Kume, while we don't really have him with the Statue of Liberty points, right? Norway will need to get the Statue of Liberty, and I'm actually quite curious where and how is he going to want to build it. Well, he is certainly building up for war here, and he doesn't need to care that much about his production capabilities. On 448, he is double the amount of production that Distoria is benefiting from. Not to mention, he also has the 350 faith per turn to use into buying units. Or I should say, use for buying units. Liege getting Cuirassier Corps already out from Memphis, finishing up his military academies for more. And starting to get them from quite a few other cities over here. Looks like he's definitely worried about the next part of the game. Rome did put a Cuirassier in the water. He can't really... I guess he could last move, first move it, but he can't really move there on one. Like get onto the aluminium tile in 1 turn, unfortunately. Anyway. Looking at China, China built a wall, and it looks like he's also putting a few units next to Shenyang. He wants to see what's going on there. While we do have a new Muskemen coming out, Handan was flipped, by the way. It looks like three cities did take over that city center. They just pushed out the Spanish conquistadors from their borders. Industrialization coming up also next turn for Barsake, getting a big infusion of production over here. He is gonna make well with it. He did manage to settle new cities, and well, I guess he's managing to out-sim over here Mapuche slowly but surely. Mapuche is on 92 science and 31 culture, but then Barsake is 156 and 77, while Mapuche did get all of these units towards his opponent. Now Norway was forced to upgrade a lot of these, and you do see how even right now the Malor Raiders are still quite relevant against the Cuirassiers of Norway. We do need to see how Spain is going to manage to do enough damage here, but I would imagine his production capabilities will be matched and overmatched, I should say, from Norway. It's more of the if Sprig is gonna manage to get enough heads up for him to make a defense. If not, Spain might actually punch through and take like one city. I think that's his only chance to take maybe one city. Because afterwards, when Norway just gears up for war, that's it. Like his whole cities, his whole production just pouring into that. GG, we do have the first game over here, won by Freritos de la Vega going against Ulyss. In the finals of the CivFR Squadrons, they put that one on the board. We're going to need to see what happens game 2 and if Ulyss is going to manage to tie this up so we can have a third game and see who's gonna get the first seed and the second seed. Now we will need to hear them out in the post-game chat. I do want to mention it is probably gonna be quite a bit of French rather than English in the post-game chat, that all of them are actually French players, so of course you can imagine, and we're in the Francophone community, so you can imagine they're gonna want to talk in their mother language. I do want to thank if they're gonna talk in English, and of course I do believe I do this thank you from all of the chat, from all chat that is in English. Norway and Rome had the upper hand. Yes, amazing over there sim capabilities from Norway and Rome. I gotta say that extra science that they did manage to get was giving them so much of an advantage. So much. And the goal per turn also, I think, managed to matter quite a bit. I think Freritos will take the 2-0. It might be. I mean, they showed up with a very good result over here. A very, I should say, solid result in the first one. GG, well played.
GG.
Oh man. I'm sorry, I'm gonna ask you a few questions in English and disrupt this piece you have. How bad it was when you found out Mapuche is next to you?
I see him. I don't really know if he's far. Then I see Brussels. I see his game plan, but I also see that I have he needs time to go to me.
Yeah.
So he has +10 on me, but pikeman, and I think we bought me a horse to keep Vilnius, so it was fine. But I was a bit panicked here.
Yeah, he slowed you down so much, but you still didn't actually remap this, and even with Freritos on the other side, which was getting bullied quite hard by Hazagi.
Because we have the
biggest trade routes. Yeah.
Yeah, between Dido, Vareg, and Rome, so it was.
You're gonna watch this back.
GG.
Hello, GG, well played. I can't even begin to explain how much of a difference in production was between Rome and his opponents.
I'm quite aware.
and it was about what in the game? Just good play?
I have insane cap and +5 all early game.
Okay. Yeah, it was very difficult, and we were thinking the positioning was good for us, but in the end we didn't win the matchup, so I think we are quite bien. I think my build order is not optimal for what we did in the game, and we don't have a big spawn on Spain, so quite but we were struggling about remapping on this game.
Yeah, we too do. Like we have big naval setup, but the spawn was not really Like we knew Titits had good tempo early, but we don't have really good land. I see that Spain has trash land, honestly.
Omega trash. And I got so cuck in mid game by Sprig with Levi.
Do you know turn 10 that I am left to Mapuche or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Because of C?
Hello.
On s'est chié sur les alliances en fait, non, quand j'arrive, j'ai plus 15,
GG.
j'ai dû attendre 3 tours, ce qui fait que je peux pas rentrer dans le land.
Ah oui, mais mec, j'ai eu trop peur. Hein. En fait, je sais que t'as un plus 10, puis à un moment, je me dis, mais attends, mais moi, j'ai cliqué Féo comme un débile, et en fait, il va mettre un plus 15 là.
Si j'ai 15, je pense que je rentre dans le land, quoi. S'il manquait pas grand chose,
tu slamais déjà plutôt bien mes unités. J'avais pas beaucoup du... Ouais.
Je pense que si j'ai le plus... S'il y a quelqu'un que moi, un timing sur Alliance, je pense que je rentre dans le land. Je sais pas ce que ça fait, mais je rentre dans le land, quoi.
Bah, je suis avec toi, mais on a un miscom.
Ah ouais, mais je les ai pas eu au final, tu vois.
Non, mais on a un miscom dans ce moment-là qui nous fait délai 2-3 tours, justement, les alliances de tout le monde. Et donc, du coup, bah, comme nos plays sont très early game avec l'Aztec et le Mapuche, si on n'arrive pas à passer sur ça, on n'arrive pas à passer. Et on a miscom à ce moment-là, donc bah, il y en a une part, quoi.
Ah, bien sûr.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it here. I'm gonna send you to Malm stream, who's also he was casting in the French because you're gonna hear basically the same sound from him and from my end as well. I do want to thank you also for everything. Much appreciated for the follows, for the subscriptions, for the bits, for the support of the stream. Thank you so much, sirs. I do want to say on my you can find my schedule on my Discord. You can also take a look on my YouTube for the VODs. It will take me a bit of time to make this one today, but you do have all the VODs over there saved without the red button. The red knob over there is actually telling you that it is a live stream and it's different than the VODs. The VODs will have cuts in them, and of course will have also all of the details in the description from the game, the civilizations, the leaders, the timestamps, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much for everything. Let's see each other next time. I do want to thank you for everything, and have a great evening. Bye, bye, bye.
Big man.